Well, actually, Kurt Cobain documentary over the weekend. Montage of heck. No one gets to see it yet. Me and Travis saw it, though.
I got the link to something
you should watch
from
it.
HBO, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you got to see it. It was very, very well done. When does it come out?
May 4th.
May 4th on HBO?
Yeah, but they're putting it in the theaters for a couple weeks.
Before then?
Yeah, so it qualifies for Oscars.
Oscars?
Yeah.
Oscars for what?
Documentary?
Oh, okay.
Best single camera comedy. It's an odd, really weird category.
Oh, yeah, for a documentary. Okay.
Yeah. It's about Kurt Cobain. He's a real person.
It's a movie. That's why it was so long.
For what?
Yeah.
I was thinking best actor, best actress. I'm like, what? Of course, best documentary. It's early still. It was really well done. It had a lot of home footage of Kurt Cobain and the band and Courtney Love and Frances Bean. You got to see Courtney Love's titties. Did you like?
Shit.
1000th time.
They were all nice and plump because she was pregnant at the time, showing her boobies. She was very happy they were getting bigger. And then they also showed Kurt strung out, which I've never really seen before. Have you seen him that strung out before at home?
I mean, not those home videos.
Home videos of Kurt Cobain strung out at his daughter's first birthday party of all places. They're all sitting around opening the gifts for their daughter. She wouldn't remember any of this anyway. But and then he wanders off, and then she follows him with a camera, and he's just pretty much ready to fall over outside, and she's trying to get him back inside or whatever. It was really fucking depressing, that part.
Yeah, I mean, the whole documentary is depressing because it just reminds you of, what he was and how cool he was, and like I loved him. Like this to me was like so interesting to see, like all those old home videos,
Right?
How they used his journals to tell a narrative to push the story forward.
Right.
What year did he die?
94.
Wow.
April. They think April 5th. I think April 5th, 1994. But they found him a few days later.
How old was he? Like 50?
He was about 50 years old. Yes.
What was he? 28, 30?
He was the famous 27 Club. Yeah, only 27 years old. His mom is a whack job. His stepmom is a real whack job.
She's a weirdo.
She was fucking scary looking, right?
Yeah, it was really good. Nirvana fans are gonna love this documentary.
Oh, they're gonna eat it up.
Yeah,
they're absolutely gonna eat it up. And it's that guy that did what? The kid stays in the picture.
Is that who did this?
Yeah, that same type of thing where they tell the story with a lot of artwork and a lot of animation and a lot of that type of thing.
Is Courtney Love interviewed in it?
Yeah, she was pretty cool. She was admitting to a few things, doing the
it's an
heroin during her
official
pregnancy and all that.
Thing.
Okay.
Like she gave them access to his stuff, and his mom
Right.
gave access to this stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah, stuff to home movies, more journals that we've never seen before, I don't think. Chris Novoselic was interviewed, but no Dave Grohl. Do you know what that's about?
Well, I know they interviewed him because at Sundance they said after it premiered that they interviewed him, but they interviewed him too late to get him in that cut. So the director said, we might go back and add.
That's
How would they not put Dave Grohl?
yeah, that's really strange to hear. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe it didn't.
You're doing a documentary on Kurt Cobain and you interviewed Dave Grohl too late when you delay the project or something.
Maybe just
There's not one clip of Dave Grohl current times being interviewed.
That's so weird.
I know they've got it. Like they said that they interviewed him.
Huh.
I wonder if that's just a decision they're making, like, hey, we could put this on a DVD and sell it.
It might just not like.
I don't know. Dave Grohl is so fucking huge nowadays that it would be to their advantage to have him in the documentary.
I don't think it matters either way.
You got to have Dave Grohl in there if you interviewed him. Something seems fishy there.
Popularity. I don't think anybody's going to pass on watching the documentary because Dave Grohl's not
no, of course not. But
I'll actually watch it twice because he's not in it. I don't care for him.
Nice.
But
he's a jerk. The jerk of all jerks.
he should be in there though.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested.
Something's not making sense with that whole thing.
Maybe it just didn't, push the story forward. Maybe it didn't add anything.
But even if it didn't add anything,
opinion.
Yeah, just have him walking away from the camera or something.
There's something to be said about having him in it. It almost feels like
I don't disagree.
You should have.
I'd like to know why they did that.
Like, where on the bus would you sit, and where on the bus would Kurt sit, and where on the bus would the other guy sit?
So many unanswered questions.
There's a lot of things I would like to know. What type of fruit punch do you like?
Montage of Heck 2.
Ooh, yes.
What a wonderful name, Montage of Heck.
Well, maybe the language was
comes
too
from-
harsh.
I know what it comes from. He used to put little cassettes together, and he would call them Montage of Heck, and it would just be a lot of nonsense.
Audio collage.
I loved Kurt Cobain and Nirvana, but man, you're just reminded that he was just a true junkie in the end, a bad junkie.
Yeah.
At the height of their success, he basically told Courtney that he wanted to take 2 years off and just stay home and do heroin,
What an ass.
and just do heroin
You never thought of doing that?
No.
for 2 years.
Not even at the height of your success?
No, well, hopefully that's still coming. 'Cause if I've already hit it, my story is sadder than his last day.
And what about this 12-minute Nirvana song that was never heard? There was.
What do you mean? Like, what about it?
I heard rumors there was a 12-minute like Kurt Cobain song.
Yeah, there's a
or,
12-minute acoustic song that they're going to put on the soundtrack.
Oh, I thought it would be in this documentary for
No,
everybody.
It's coming out on the soundtrack.
Oh, wow.
Wow, they're just holding a lot of things back. Jim Florentine, good morning, sir. What's going on? Me and Travis got to see Montage of Heck, the Kurt Cobain documentary.
Yeah, Roland sent it to me, but the link wouldn't work.
Of course. What?
I don't know. We sent. I tried watching it last night, but it wouldn't go.
They wouldn't go. Were you a big Nirvana fan?
Huge.
You were?
Yeah.
No kidding.
And if you like that like 80s metal and that kind of stuff, you weren't supposed to because that killed it.
Yes, it did. But I mean, it was time to kill metal for a little while. It got ridiculous.
Yeah, it got a little silly. So you weren't supposed to like Nirvana. You got a lot of shit if you did.
Right.
I didn't care. I'm like, if it's good music, it's good music. I loved Rage too when they came out. And you weren't supposed to like them either. And
You weren't supposed to like Rage when they first came out?
If you were into like Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses and all that, Poison, those bands, and
Right.
stuff, from the 80s,
I didn't feel that with Rage as much as I did with Nirvana. You're
Well, it
making
was
the
rap
point with
metal,
Nirvana,
especially
but-
with mixing the two.
Well, that got a little nuts too. The rap metal.
Korn, Rage.
Korn was great. Rage
Korn,
was great.
Rage was great.
And you got-
Biscuit was great.
Well,
Linkin Park was the shit.
Absolutely.
Who? Linkin Park?
Linkin Park does it well.
Linkin Park was
that first,
huge.
I
for-
like that record.
They were
that first record was
huge.
really
They
good.
still are huge.
They
They're
still are
a big band,
huge.
Yeah.
Where? Sweden?
They headline festivals here in the States. No, they're big. They could still.
Okay, and I'm out of touch because I didn't realize Linkin
they
Park
can
is
still
still
draw.
huge.
And the singer Chester, one of the singers,
He's with
is-
STP.
Yeah, he sings with
So
STP.
that's what I assume Linkin Park isn't huge if he's taking that gig.
He's doing that on the side.
It's a nice gig to have, but
It's a nice side gig to have.
I don't know.
No, STP's not selling 20,000 seats anymore, so he's doing, theaters, 2,000-3,000 with STP, and then he does his Linkin Park stuff.
I'm almost into it with Chester. I've gone on YouTube. I get a YouTube loop, and I listen to 3 or 4 videos of him doing STP songs. He's almost got it. He's got a great voice,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Those unique voices are tough to fucking.
Yeah, Weiland's
do.
just such a mess, though. They don't want to deal with him anymore.
No one wants to deal
He
with
was
him.
here last week.
Was he?
I think in the afternoon, yeah.
Who
Did you see
interviewed him?
I was gone by that
I'm
time.
getting. I don't know what's.
I think he did Lithium.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this movie, Kurt Cobain, Montage of Heck, was wonderful. It was very, very good.
HBO did it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, they.
Well,
bought
no,
it.
they
Oh,
bought
they bought it. They
yeah,
didn't
they bought
actually
it.
do it. Okay.
Yeah, they bought it. That's for sure.
Do they
So.
do their own documentaries, or do they buy most of them?
I think they do their own.
Okay.
I would assume they do a little both. They buy the good ones and they make some good ones.
Yeah.
Very rarely do you see a bad one on HBO. Like usually by the time it gets to them, or it's always something interesting.
It's rare that you see a bad show in general on HBO.
Yeah, they're amazing.
You know, ABC, NBC, and CBS, they have no problem shoving horrendous shows down your throat. But HBO, every show is going to be quality at least.
Yeah,
But that's because those networks are TV, and this is not TV, it's HBO.
it's a good point, Sam.
Oh wow! Thank you.
You do
for
have that point
Sam.
home.
Wonderful.
Very well.
What
Good.
else? What else about the documentary for the people there,
I
Travis?
mean, I don't know.
Titties.
Yeah,
Kurt
I mean, I think we
Cobain
covered
nodding
it. Like
out.
titties. Yeah.
I like that Courtney Loves Titties got the priority over seeing Kurt
Titties.
Cobain strung out.
She was really proud of her titties. And then the home videos, I'll say this much, they were a mess. There's acne and all sorts of shit on their fucking bodies because they were like pretty nude. There were some nude scenes, and they're just big boils and acne and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
on.
I don't know what else.
They were not healthy.
If you're a fan of Nirvana, like you're gonna love this documentary,
Right.
Because it's not just like rehashing a story. It's home videos that nobody's ever seen before.
I've seen them.
You've not seen them.
I have.
You're lying.
At the house. I swung by the house.
It's his journals that they use to tell the story, and audio recordings of his through like radio interviews and stuff. So like it's basically like I thought that it was really interesting that the interviews are probably the least like used thing in the whole documentary.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And they interview everybody, his mom, his brother, his mom, his sister.
The Kurt voice, was that an actor? That wasn't his voice, right?
No, that was his.
It didn't really sound like him, though.
If he's reading journals?
He was reading journals or something? What, so he read his own journals?
Yeah.
You sure that was him?
Yes, almost positive.
So he recorded himself reading his journals?
He recorded everything.
And so what? They
And the guy was 27. How many songs did he write? That were
6?
recorded. Yeah.
Right.
At least.
Can we see that? Looked it up. Is that he recorded his own journals? Well, maybe they did get a voice
It was.
actor.
I wasn't sure if that was him.
I'm almost positive that's him.
See, you're even saying almost.
You want me to
Well,
look it up
because-
on Siri? I'll
because
look it
I
up on
didn't,
Siri.
You know.
Did Kurt Cobain do his own journals, or was it a voice actor?
Did they cover a lot when it was his around his death and all that stuff?
Not really.
No, they didn't. Because
Not
I know,
really.
like, he attempted suicide like a month before. He was in the hospital in France or something.
Supposedly because Courtney was thinking of cheating, and that drove him nuts. I don't know. I don't know why you would tell your significant other, "I'm thinking of cheating."
Maybe he wasn't fucking
You either
her.
do it or don't do it, but you don't go to the person and go, "I'm thinking of cheating."
Well, they're
and
not-
that freaked him out, and then supposedly he OD'd because of that fact.
I mean, they're not the most normal people.
Right. When was that?
Who was she
In
thinking of
March?
cheating with?
That
Maybe it
was
depends with who.
Yeah, that was 90.
Wasn't
that
it the
was a
same
couple-
year?
Yeah.
It was. It was.
Yeah, it was a few months before.
February or March.
Yeah, so it was a month or two before he actually killed himself. Then he went to rehab in L.A., as we know. Then he jumped over the fence, and then he took a plane back to L.A. with Duff.
Yeah, Duff was on the plane with him, yeah.
Which and those two always got along, even though Nirvana fucking hated Guns N' Roses, or certainly hated Axl Rose. He probably liked a few of the Guns N' Roses songs. I don't know if he could admit to that.
They
but-
did some shows with him, and
Right.
Axl and
Oh yeah, there was turmoil between Axl Rose and Kurt Cobain, but Duff was one of the last people to see him. Really,
yeah.
God, Axl was just a douche to everyone.
yeah. Still is a douche.
I don't know.
They were doing something, I forget the story, something backstage at the MTV Music Awards.
All right.
Nirvana was doing something with Axl or something. They were like, trying to get under his skin about something.
Oh,
And
they
then
were
his,
fucking with him?
then his
Oh, okay.
bodyguards, who got into a bodyguard thing.
Oh, there's
okay.
some story where Courtney was fucking with Axl, and Axl told Kurt, like, tell your bitch to shut up.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And Kurt turned to Courtney and he goes, "Bitch, shut up." Like just completely making fun of Axl without him even realizing.
Right. But Courtney's titties, man, wow.
Yeah, well,
Were they good?
Oh, they were wonderful.
I know, it's the first time anyone's seen him.
No, they've been around. What? Yeah.
I never saw him when she was filling up with a baby inside.
She did like I think it was like a Vanity Fair spread when she was
Right.
pregnant.
Well, and she showed her titties in that?
I don't recall, but
No, she didn't show her titties in Vanity.
She was very sexy in person. I remember she was sitting where Travis is, and she had like a dress on or whatever. And I could look at her thighs, and she had a
Yeah, I
very
was in that
sexy.
day. I had a
oh,
good
you were
view, too.
okay.
Yeah.
What a sexy lady, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck. I bet she has nice feet.
Yeah, she's all right, man. There you go. Some Courtney Love titties.
Well, did he look up the? Did he do his own voiceover or no?
I think he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So no one really has heard that before.
I haven't. I mean,
Yeah, I never heard that before. And then they interviewed his ex right before they made it big, Tracy, and she's got giant
yeah.
tits. And I don't even know what she said because they were so ridiculously large.
Yeah, she's like the polar opposite of Courtney Love.
Holy
as far as looks
fuck.
go.
It looked like her knees were all the way up to her eyes. She was sitting on this chair or couch, and her boobs were so big. At one point, I thought they were her fucking knees. Giant.
Why did she? What a bad time to dump him. What a dope.
I think he dumped her for the rock and roll lifestyle. Basically, she was. Some accused her of being motherly toward Kurt Cobain, and in the end, that didn't work out. So, but she was dropped right before the band hit.
There was a lot of resentment with Courtney with Kurt. All the Nirvana fans hated her.
Right.
And even her first solo album, Live Through This, everyone thought that Kurt wrote the whole record because it sounded like a Nirvana record.
I've always said that.
That's a great record.
I've always said that. But if you're living with Kurt and you're a musician yourself, of course he wrote some of that shit. They're just sitting around and she's like, honey, I need a word for this or whatever. And he's going to throw in
riff.
He's going to throw in his shit.
Yeah, there's stories that like he offered her penny royalty and she turned it down.
Right.
And she covered penny royalty in concert like years ago, and it was really good. But yeah, I mean, everybody always says that he wrote that.
Well, they said that the people I know that the song "My Wife's a Cunt," they all thought that he wrote. There's no way she just came up with that.
Well, because then Celebrity Skin, like Billy Corgan wrote half of it, and like she can never seem to record an album without somebody writing.
It's like Gloria Estefan and her husband, just for me to contribute a little.
Well, every pop act. I mean, Beyonce has 7 songwriters. Every pop act, besides like Lady Gaga,
Look, Live Through This is I don't care who wrote it. It's a fucking amazing album.
And Courtney had a lot of cassettes to go through and a lot of journals. So
she picked a few.
She might have picked a few gems. I know. I bet you Dave Grohl knows.
I don't know.
I bet you Dave Grohl's like, wait a minute, we were fucking thinking of doing that song before he died.
Hey, that sounds like
something similar to that, right? I don't know. It was great. It was well worth the hype. This movie, and it's going to be out soon for everybody else.
Your link didn't work?
No, it didn't work.
Take his.
I got a link.
Yeah.
Need a link?
All right.
Is there any breast shots?
A lot of titties.
Oh, okay.
Tracy's titties. Could you look her up? I forgot her last name.
Clardy.
I mean, I could probably.
There it is. There's Tracy. Try to find a current shot of Tracy. Yes, well, she didn't hold up as well as Courtney did. That's for sure.
I'm gonna look for my link and see if it works.
Poor Tracy.
It won't work on your phone.
Why not?
It's not supported.
It's not supported.
Oh, come on.
No,
Be
because I wanted to
supportive.
watch it on Apple TV, but it wouldn't let me.
No, I ordered my fucking watch last
Yeah,
night.
I know, it was really
$18,000 watch.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Nice. Good for you.
On its way.
You're not getting a
A
watch,
little
are
present
you?
to yourself.
Yeah.
Are you really getting a watch?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I want to be fashionable.
No.
The most expensive one, right?
We're too old
Good
for
for you.
watches.
No.
Watches are for the kids.
I'm gonna walk right in.
I'm not wearing one of those dumb watches.
You're gonna just walk
No.
in, just get it.
Huh?
I will.
Clip that audio.
What? I'm
Make
not
sure you
wearing
save
one
that.
of those dumb watches.
Save that audio for a year and a half, 2 years from
I'm
now.
not
You'll be wearing
wearing
one for sure.
Yeah. Just mark that.
Samsung started out with the watches. I had it on for a day. It was like, yo, this was fun. Now I'm done with it.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of them, like the old watch salesman used to do. I'm gonna wear like 5 on each arm.
Right.
Are you gonna sell them, or you just want to wear all?
Just want to wear them like a new rapper thing.
As long as long as it's still cool to have an actual phone, I'm never wearing a watch. If it gets to a point where
Say he's trying to cover up because he knows this audio is going to be played in about a year and a half.
I'll tell you why I'm covering up, because I don't want to like fast forward and be like the flip phone guy. All of a sudden, refusing and stick
Yep.
with the flip phone.
Now he's 2
But as
years
long
from now.
as-
Play the rest of the audio. What I said after that. I see the conversation. I see it.
As long as the phone is still cool, I don't need the watch. And I think that's what's it's gonna be. You're still gonna have the fucking phone.
Well, the watches for people in our generation are not weird because we grew up with watches. It's like it's for young people. It's a novelty thing, but it won't be that weird to have a watch on because there's so many times I would gesture and I would have a watch on.
Oh wow!
Just like that.
Yeah.
You don't wear a watch that.
No,
that
but
much
I did. It
anymore.
always dates my photos when I see a photo with a watch. 'Cause it's probably been 10 years since I
Right.
wore one.
Yeah, I used to have a Movado watch. I remember I was opening for Dice. He's like, take that watch off. I'm like, why? He goes, take it. He goes, that's a nice guy watch. You're not a nice guy. Take it off. And I haven't worn it since. That's a nice guy watch. And you're not a nice guy.
Dice has got a show on Showtime.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
6 episodes.
6
they were.
episodes. He didn't even have to fucking do anything. He had an idea, and Showtime
Straight to
said,
series, yeah.
It's called Straight to Series. Yeah, he said, all right, let's do this. So it's about his fucked up life.
Well, he's always shooting videos, so I'm sure he showed him some kind of
Something.
edited. Yeah, he's always got home videos, so that's how he got a show on VH1 back in the day.
He
too.
shoots everything.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah. Just do that. Hand him the cupcake. I
now
did
you
already.
do this scene. Remember we were out in the desert with him in Vegas,
Yep.
shooting some stuff in the middle of the
Oh my
afternoon.
God! Yeah.
Running around the desert.
I was in a few myself. I don't even remember what it was, but somebody was chasing his kid, and I had to be involved. But it's not real. He's like writing shit on the fly.
Yeah, he's a strange one.
Really
The
strange.
video
I remember
in the desert.
He had for one of his son's bar mitzvahs we went to, and he had like an hour and a half video he was going to show at the bar mitzvah just to annoy his ex.
That's wonderful.
And he actually cut it down to like 40, but it was 40 minutes of just nonsense, happy face, running, and Club Soda
Right.
Kenny was in it, me and Jim.
What?
And
Everyone,
Wheels.
Everyone just had to sit around and watch this thing?
Yeah, just nonsense.
That's-
We're in the back of the comedy store, just
That's great.
sitting there talking to comics, and like, why is he showing this?
Because he's Dice. Yeah, I remember fondly of sitting in his apartment in L.A. and going through tape after tape after tape after tape after tape.
There was a period.
We
of
had
few
to
years
we had to
when he
watch a
came in here.
lot of video.
There was a period of a few years where he came in here and everything was being recorded.
Yeah, he would
Just-
walk
would
in with a
just
camera.
Carry the
Oh
camera.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not. I was in his apartment
No,
in
no.
L.A. and he pulled out a box and just digging through and was like, and just randomly throwing stuff in that we were watching.
He's got Martin Scorsese on his home videos because he's doing that HBO
Right.
show
that's
with
pretty
him,
cool.
and he was showing me Scorsese doing
Wow.
a bit with him.
Really?
Yeah, screaming at him about something.
Because no one says no to Dice.
No.
Kenny,
Yes.
I see that you have entered.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
We were talking about Dice and you walked in the door, so stupid me was assuming you might want to add to the conversation.
The home videos that he always shoots.
Yes, there's a lot of them. He got a new TV show.
What does he drink coffee out of?
What do you mean?
Like, if he's drinking coffee, what would he use? Or if he wanted a T-shirt?
If he wanted a T-shirt?
Never mind.
What happened?
I don't know.
Did you come in to talk about Dice?
No, I came in to get headphones so I could listen to the show.
Perfect timing.
You have perfect timing, yes. We know that you've been with Dice forever, so when we were talking about Dice, you came in, I would assume you wanted to say something.
No.
You didn't know what we were talking about.
No, I saw the news over the weekend that he got a TV show.
Yeah.
Right. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, good. No, God bless him.
How was Tampa with Jim Norton?
The weather was excellent. The show was great.
Yeah.
The company was good.
Why just good?
I ran out of adjectives.
After great, Kenny's the one adjective kid. He had great, and then he goes off the cliff.
He started with great. Yeah, it was the Mike Calta comedy show with Jim Norton, Bob Kelly, and Artie Lang.
Who went on last? Artie?
Artie, yeah. There was two. It was this one opener, and then Bobby, and then an intermission, and then this guy,
Johnny B.
Johnny B from our Mike's show went on.
Yeah,
and
I
then
know.
me, and then Artie.
Okay.
It was a good crowd, man. Really nice. People were nice down there. Bob Kelly played drums because Mike's band Pitbull Toddler, they're actually good. They do good covers.
Right.
And Bobby plays a drummer in the new Leary show.
Right.
So he's like, I want to play live. They asked him to come out and play live, and it was his first time live in front of a crowd. He was fine. Like if I wasn't watching him, I'm sure like a real drummer would go like, he messed up here.
Right.
You remember what song he did?
Highway to Hell.
Okay.
He did Highway to Hell. He pulled
Yeah.
it off.
Yeah, he did Highway. And Bob's first, because you know how fucking ornery he is. And his first thing to the audience, he's like, "This is my first time in front of a crowd, so fuck you if I make a mistake." Just came right out of the gate.
Oh God.
but he did good.
We have audio of that.
Well, there's a little clip on Facebook Sam's getting now.
Oh, I didn't know there was a clip on Facebook. Ooh. Here's the whole thing taped. They're going to close out the Nirvana documentary with it.
Are they?
Yes.
That'd be great. Here it is.
It'll
All
be
right.
an odd choice, yeah.
All right.
They didn't know each other.
Hit that. All right. It's not bad.
He played the whole song terrific.
Yeah.
Well, we get 7 seconds of it there.
Unless that was a Vine video that went up.
I see some videos from a baseball game.
Yeah.
You got to see the Yankees. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm happy I went to it. I wasn't going to go.
Right.
And I'm like, when's the next time you get to be in a fucking
Oh my God, you guys are right behind home plate, pretty much, or
We're-
just off to the right.
1 seat behind.
Did A-Rod play?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
You haven't seen these videos yet?
No, I haven't seen him, no.
Well, Chip was at the game. And he was bothering everybody.
I was literally
He was bothering everybody.
1 seat back. I've never had seats like that in my life.
You're no more than 15 feet
Wow.
away from the on-deck circle.
Yeah, Teixeira and A-Rod were annoyed a few
On
times.
the Yankee side.
On the Yankee side, yeah.
On the Yankee side. Who were they playing?
Phillies.
Oh, nice.
Chase Utley was up there.
Very cool.
Do you have a name for him?
I don't remember. Was there?
Well, there was a
Chase Butley.
there was a play on his first name.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. I get embarrassed about these.
Let's see. Yeah.
Hey, A-Rod, hit a home run or something. Hit a home run or something.
A-Rod had to hear this.
There's not a doubt in my mind that he heard it.
Yeah.
Because when they walk out of the on-deck circle, out of the dugout,
Right.
Reggie Jackson and Girardi would sit right there. And I think it was A-Rod. I think I got him like 4 different at-bats. Or at least 3 different at-bats I got him.
Yeah.
And it's like, he was at one point, he just kept looking back to where we were sitting, from where he was. And it's like he wanted to see who had been, because I wasn't cursing at him, but
Right.
I think he wanted to see if the person was, there was something wrong with me or...
He was probably happy to hear what you were saying, like hit a home run or something, compared
Maybe,
to the
yeah.
other shit that people are going to be yelling about the steroids and everything
You know
else.
what? You might be right. There was nothing they could have thrown me out for.
Were they booing him?
No, I don't think they booed him.
They were polite to him?
Yeah, I think they gave him a.
Is he having a good spring training?
I know he has 2 homers.
He's got 2 homers?
Yeah, I don't think he did much that game. I think I remember he swung at the first pitch and made an out.
Yeah.
Line out.
Let me hear another one of these
Probably
videos.
distracted.
Yeah, hopefully. Mark Teixeira.
Hey, Mark, hit a home run or something. Hit a couple of home runs or something. Try to get a base hit or something. See if you can hit a home run or something.
Bob is embarrassed. Chip.
They have to be hearing you.
What about people? Was it so there was a row in front of you? Did they ever look back at you?
No, the
but-
girl was laughing at something, but the people next to me were none too pleased.
There's
No.
a video of them.
Yeah, Bob Kelly. Bob was smart to shoot that because I had no idea that was going on next to me.
Yeah, they were giving him the evil eye. They were not happy. Let me play this one.
Strike this guy out or something. Get a strikeout or something.
There's no one in
See
front
if
of
you
me.
can strike this guy out or something. Throw the ball, strike him out or something. That's not good. Get this guy out of here.
Because the people have those seats right next to them.
Yeah.
Just show
Don't
that
want to
one.
deal with a guy like this.
No.
This guy just, should be in the bleachers or should be way up top.
Right, of course.
That nonsense. They paid good money for these seats.
Yeah,
And you
you-
got some asshole just throw a strike or something. Like, this is a fucking spring training game, and I paid $190 for these tickets.
Right.
Which is ridiculous to begin with, and now I got this asshole.
Here it is, actually.
Just make it big. Send the
Here,
people.
Here it is from Robert
This
Kelly's
is better
Twitter.
than the Zapruder film with Bob Corden.
Right.
Hey, where's the batter? How come the batter's not batting? The batter should be batting right now. Where's the batter? The batter's not batting. They should forfeit the game. The batter's not batting.
Look at the look they're giving him. Got to go to Robert Kelly on
Oh,
Twitter.
that's genius.
For
They
this
were
video.
so upset.
It's an older couple, a well-to-do couple. They look like they do all right for themselves.
Yeah, they're probably, New Yorkers or from, yeah.
Retired now.
Retired,
down
they
in
go down there for
the
6
Tampa
months.
Area, right?
Bob Kelly pointed out the guy's shoes. Bob goes, dude, that guy has a lot of money. Look at his shoes. He had like $800 shoes on.
Right.
They were just rich old people.
Yeah, and
Like,
they were
ruined the
none
fucking
too
night.
pleased.
I hope it's a studio executive you see again one day.
Where have I seen you? You haven't, sir. You're from Florida? No, sir, I've never been. And I only thought there were 49 states. What is that? What is Florida? Never heard of it.
Let me see.
Go up there and hit a home run or something. Where's the batter?
He opens his mouth and he gives you a look like, fuck, I wish I was younger so I could punch this kid.
I can't watch all these
This
videos.
video is
These are
called
training.
Tuss. Everyone fucking lives me.
Lives me, okay?
Lives me.
It's just...
All right.
Come on, make a strikeout. Make a strikeout or something. Make a strikeout or something. Swing. Swing the bat or something.
Were you in character for the whole game?
Yep. Oh my God. Holy shit. Watching these is like watching yourself when you come out of, like when you've been drunk the night before and you don't know what you did. Fucking humiliating. Just
good.
find the one where I yell about Sam. That's the only one I want to see. I don't want to watch all these.
Well, this one's about. What about Mark Toshera?
Oh, Toshera, of course.
Just hit a home run or something. This is more of the same.
Well,
it's the same banal yelling.
Let's hear it.
Here's this one. A-Rod.
All right.
A-Rod, hit a home run or something. You could do it. A-Rod, hit a home run or something. Hit a home run, A-Rod, or something. You could do it. Lucky 13, hit a home run or something.
Lucky 13.
Well, try to at least, or something.
He definitely hears you.
And then
There's not a doubt in my mind that he hears me.
this was literally, this is the second video. He's still right in front of him.
Right.
A-Rod, hit a home run or something, because Sam says you can't. Hit a home run because Sam says you can't do it. Sam's a piece of garbage.
Why is Chip talking about me from Florida?
I don't know.
You know that old couple wants to yell at him, but they're trying to be politically correct, and they're like, I want to call him a retard.
Of course.
Call security and get him out of here, but I can't because there's obviously something wrong with him.
Just in case there's something wrong with him, I'll look like an idiot.
And what can they do?
Kicked out.
Just yelling. What did he yell? Hit a home run?
No, they can't do anything. You're not cursing or anything like that.
No,
They
he
can't
yelled
throw
hit a
you out.
home run or something.
They
He
never
yelled get a base hit.
They never said anything to you.
Nah, they really just couldn't. It's just the voice is so annoying.
You really were in character the whole game?
Well, I mean, every time I shot, sure. I mean,
And you shot a lot.
I kept trying to get Chip on camera. Like there was really a nice setup. Actually, they have a nice little area where you can go and get food and good food, and like right behind home plate.
Right.
So every time I walked out, I was in character, hoping the camera would catch me behind the radar gun. Because we were off camera, unfortunately. I went downstairs to try to see where we were on camera, but then I realized that we were off camera by like 5 feet. We were more on the third base side of home plate, but it was still
I
right
was
behind.
watching, hoping to see you.
Oh my God, did I want? There was a couple of moments where you could see us. People sent me screen caps, but
I'm surprised that nobody wanted to hire Chip as a comedy writer based on the jokes he made about Chase, about the name Chase.
They were not good jokes.
What? Let me hear this.
I don't think they were
What?
good.
Let me
Chase
hear
Utley.
this.
You know, the guy directing this probably saw Chip with his hat sideways and go, don't put that guy on TV. Let's not focus on him. We want people at home seeing that. They probably saw him in a wide shot. The guy, just stay off that weirdo.
His hat's on sideways. He's scowling and he's making videos with his phone for the entire game.
Yeah.
Like he won't put his phone down the whole game.
It was really embarrassing.
Hey, Chase Utley, where are they chasing you to? Hey, Chase, what are you, a bank or something? Where are they chasing you to, Chase?
Where are they chasing you to, Chase?
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
Sounded like you guys had a great time at the game.
Well, no, that's not it.
What?
There was also, he was, you know how when they practice their swing, they put the weight on the bat.
Yes.
Chip thought he was the first person to point out that there was a weight on the bat.
I don't remember who
They
this
used
guy
to.
was.
They used to call that the donut.
Yeah, donut. They
Do
put
they
the
still
donut
call
on.
it a donut?
It's still called donut,
Even,
yeah.
even though it's very different these days than when we were growing up.
That's right. We always thought it looked like a donut. Now it's a longer.
Yeah, it's more sophisticated. The donut.
Hey, you got something on your back. You got something on the end of your back. You got something on your back. It's going to make it too heavy. Take that off your back. Okay, thank you. That was cheating.
He nodded after you said thank you.
Did he really?
Yeah, he went,
I didn't notice that.
Perfect timing. He got it off his bat. How many are there?
It was a lot more than a
still a few more.
They're all the same. It's just hit the ball or something.
Is this one another A-Rod or?
I got A-Rod like 3 or 4 times.
Oh,
This is the same thing.
Charge!
It's the whole
Nothing
video.
happening.
No,
Why are you yelling?
I hate when they yell charge.
Oh, that's the worst.
You don't like that?
charge!
You think it makes the guy hit the ball further?
No, it doesn't motivate anybody to do anything. They know what they have to do.
It's just stupid.
Constant noise.
Would you guys get douche chills if you found out that somebody yelled, "Hey, A-Rod, hit one for the chipper"?
Well, let's hear it.
A-Rod, hit a home run or something. A-Rod, hit a home run or something. A-Rod, hit the ball out of the park or something. Do it for the chipper. A-Rod, hit one for the chipper. Hit a home run or something, A-Rod. You got something on the end of your bat. It's too heavy.
Oh my! He's right next to you.
Yeah, he couldn't have
He's
been
even closer. I think he moved purposely closer to the fence to try to hear.
To try to hit me with the bat, I think.
A-Rod's probably saying, man, I had a year off from baseball and I come back to this shit.
This horse
No
shit.
girls yelling. Some dunce. You know why I did
He
that? 'Cause
definitely moved closer to the fence, so probably the last time he was that bad, he was thinking, "What? I'm hearing some weird fucking voice.
Now he's
I'm
saying,
gonna
who
get
the hell
close."
is the chipper?
But he never really looked around in this video.
They never look. It seems like if you yell something, they don't want you to know they can hear you. I just did that because a fan suggested it on Twitter.
Right.
Tell him to hit one for the chipper. But imagine if it inspired him. He had a great year, and he said, "And that sick kid in that park inspired me."
Yeah.
Well, I've just tried to hit all these for the chipper.
Yeah.
There's one young fan named the Chipper who pointed out to me that my bat was too heavy. Really helped.
It really
helped my swing.
Right.
I wonder if the guy, like that couple sitting,
The
that
old
old
couple?
couple, the next time there was a game there where like whoever those seats were,
Right.
like you gave those seats to some
Oh,
fucking
right.
asshole. Did you know those people?
They're probably in trouble now.
Who was here the last time in your
Right.
seat? Oh, interesting.
Your nephew was in your seats last
Did he
week.
enjoy the game?
Trying to get some info, you know?
Hey, your friend the chipper.
Any others?
No,
That's it.
That's it.
Thank God. Those are really embarrassing to watch. I like Chip, but oof.
I just love that if A-Rod ever heard that voice again, he would know immediately where it came from.
Yeah, he would recognize it.
You're
I
the
think.
Chipper.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the chipper.
I'm the chipper. You hit one for me.
Where do we go for these videos? Our Facebook page, E-Rock. Make it easy.
Facebook and Twitter.
Or Chip Chipperson's Twitter.
You could follow
Or
Chip Chipperson on Twitter.
Right, and they're there as
And that way
well.
we don't have to repost all of them.
Yeah, no need to. All right, there you have it. Man, I saw you tweet about Twisted Sister. Fuck, that came out of nowhere. Usually
the
that
drummer.
type of thing does. I know. The
Drummer
drops
AJ Parrow
dead of a massive heart attack.
55 years old.
Did you know him?
Yeah.
Talk to him?
Yeah, I've known him for a long time.
How? I mean,
Just from meeting him when I'd see the band and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, he was did a gig in Baltimore, got on the tour bus, drove to Poughkeepsie, and they woke up in the morning. They had a gig at the Chance at Poughkeepsie that night, and they were trying to wake him up in his bunk on his bus, and he didn't wake up.
he was dead on the bus.
Yeah.
Who else was on the bus? The whole
The band. His band. No, it wasn't Twisted Sister. He was playing with this another band, the Adrenaline Mob.
Oh, okay.
So he was touring with them.
They said his arm was sore all week too. He
Had a sore. Yeah.
That's a sign, though.
It could have been, or it could have just been from drumming.
Maybe
But it
he's
might have
thinking.
been.
Maybe he's thinking I did something while I was drumming.
Yeah, because that band, he's drumming, and the drumming is insane. It's not just like a
Right.
Twisted Sister drumming. So,
Was he?
but really good dude, man. Married for a long time, family guy.
AJ.
Staten Island, lived there his whole life and stuff. Just a really good dude.
That just sucks. Has D said anything?
Yeah, Dee's released a couple statements. The whole band has.
Right. Man, that's horrible. 55 years old, AJ Parrow, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of old to be playing that kind of music. Like as far as drumming, that seems like that's a hard beat to keep up with.
That's
at
what
age
with the
55.
drumming. It's when you get older, if you play that kind of stuff. That's what with Bill Ward. They were saying how, with the Sabbath reunion, that he just he's got to be the guy that's in the best shape to play that kind of stuff. And when you're not, it's tough to do a 2-hour concert.
Yeah.
Night after night.
Yeah.
I think after a while you do get in shape.
And Twisted Sister doesn't do too many gigs anymore. They only do like 4 or 5 a year or something. So
Right.
he's not playing that much for that long. He's been playing with this band for like the last 6-9 months or so.
Drummers should all be built like Tommy Lee. Like that's a guy who's built like a drummer, just
Yeah.
a fucking rail thin guy with good arms.
Right.
Sound like my aunt. Contributed nothing.
Just a horrible fucking story, man. Just horrible. 55.
I didn't know him.
Yeah, I didn't know him either. We only met Dee Schneider over the years. That was it from Twisted Sister.
They had some really good stuff. I mean, obviously the popular stuff, but the first couple of records were really heavy and really good. Great club band. They go see in a club. I used to sneak in when I was 16 years old and see those guys.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I roasted D, so did Jim, and his son was very funny. D's son was really funny.
Yeah, Shane Snyder. He's a comic.
Oh,
too.
wow.
Yeah, he's pretty good as a comic too.
Right.
He was pretty ballsy, doing incest jokes.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
He said he was so nerdy in high school he couldn't even get laid as Dee Snider's son.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm Dee Snider's son. He has some good material.
Yeah, but he talked about being attracted to his mom. You remember that?
Yeah.
Some joke was really.
Oh my God!
She was right there.
I know.
That was very.
Is he trying to be a comic?
Yeah.
Oh, he
You're
is.
saying he is one. I didn't.
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Oh, he is.
He's
Okay.
good. Yeah, he's over for me a few times.
And what's his name?
Shane Snyder.
Shane Schneider. Right.
Yeah.
Look him up if he's in your area. Check him out. Very cool. How do I find out who is still in Adrenaline Mob? I never even heard of this band, but Mike in Chicago wants to know.
It's Russell Allen who sings with Symphony X, is a band that's been around a long time. This guy, Mike Roland, they're a good band. Mike Portnoy used to play in Dream Theater, was the original drummer, and AJ took over. They got 2 records out.
Fuck, how do you know this shit? How do you know this shit? Just like
I
that,
don't know.
too.
Huh?
Just like that.
They did a covers record too. They do some good. They do Mob Rules, a great cover to Mob Rules, a Sabbath
really?
song. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, let's say hi to Mike in Jersey. Mikey.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello,
What's
Mike.
going on, buddy?
I want to know, I know Jimmy is a special fan of Pow. Did you happen to see that ridiculously hot photo of her on Twitter last night?
I did not.
It was on her Instagram. Well, she certainly tweeted it as well. So, yes, it was on her Twitter. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I guess what...
Best one.
Pal is our pal from 90 Day Fiance. She's with Russ. She's still with Russ there, Sam?
She is.
She is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how much longer does she have it? Does she have a countdown clock in her apartment? I think she's got to stay married for 2 years. Is that the deal, right?
The photos they tweet, they always seem happy.
True. So what do I fucking know? But Pal has been taking off her clothes little by little on her Instagram. And she posted this last night. This fucking bikini is tiny. Wow. And she took this picture because of the haters, because she has workout videos on her Instagram. And I don't know. I know a little bit about working out.
I'll say you do. You know a lot about it.
Her videos her videos are a bit unorthodox, her workout videos, and people are sort of calling her out on that on her Instagram, the haters. So she said, "Oh yeah, look what I do now." And she took all her clothes off and put on this tiny black bikini, and then had this long thing. What did she say in the description of this picture?
This picture is special for those who criticize my technique, my body, or the way I work out. I respect everybody's opinion, but it's not right to come and be rude on my account. My workout and my technique is working the way I want it, and I am happy with the results, so please take your rude comments somewhere else because I don't care for them. Thanks.
I think she
that will stop it.
Yeah, that just makes it worse. I think she wants to get naked for everybody, and she's just trying to find excuses to take more and more clothes off.
Can I see one of her workout videos to see how she's doing?
I mean, that one is a good one, where she has her rollerblades on. It looks like she's going to break her back in half.
Yeah, that's not odd at all. She's just doing kind of leg lifts. I mean,
yeah, but you got to get up higher, but she can't get up too high because the rollerblades are very heavy.
No, it's actually, you know what? The way she's doing it, I don't think going up straight up higher makes it any hard. I think it makes it easier if you go all the way up higher because you take the weight off yourself. If you go up that high, you have a little bit more pressure on your abs.
Well, that's not so bad.
No,
one.
It just looks funny because she has a rollerblade.
Just a hot girl working out. Like, what's so terrible about that? She's not claiming to fucking cure cancer.
Wow, she can fucking lift.
Yeah.
There you go. We should get Pal on the phone to talk about the latest Instagram photo. Can we try to do that, Sam?
Sure.
Is that the right way to do it? Jumping forward?
That looked like a normal lift right there. Yes.
I have no idea.
Yeah. No, that one looks all right. The rollerblade one was silly, but she was rollerblading and decided, well, I'll do a couple extra things while I'm blading around the neighborhood, driving everyone nuts. Yes, Mike.
Yeah, if you guys do happen to get her, can you ask her if she's trying to go like the Playboy route or try to get one of those like national magazines to get interest in her? Because she seems like she's going a little bit further and further as the weeks go by.
Were you just listening to me? That's exactly what I said. And she's slowly but surely taking her clothes off. I think she really wants to be naked for everybody. And she's starting to pull down her bottoms a little bit in these photos. She's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's a knockout. We'll try to get her on the phone. Sometimes we have luck, sometimes we don't. It all depends if Russ is there. All right, Mike. What is her? Her Instagram is PAO8705, and I think that's her Twitter as well, right? It's the same for both. So it's our pal Pow in a very, very nice picture last night. Thanks, Mike.
A rather slender bikini.
Have a great day.
Extremely slender bikini. Yes. We tapped out on that damn 90 Day Fiance show this
Never
year.
watched it in season 2. I watched one episode. And I got an email from one of those guys. He was like, I think he's a fan of the show. Or mine, I don't remember. But I just hadn't watched the show.
Yeah, the second season, I just didn't feel like watching. The first one, we were all in.
I watched the second season.
Was it good?
It's great.
Oh, it was great.
It was great.
It's hilarious.
Really?
Yep.
Better than the first season.
No, not better than the first season because the first season had Powell and the ridiculous hot Brazilian chick.
Don't forget about Siggy Breath. What the fuck's wrong with you?
And the
Siggy
cute
Breath.
Russian. Yeah, Siggy Breath from
Siggy
Cleveland.
Breath from Cleveland with the cute Russian.
Yeah, I like the girls on the first season better, but the second season felt more pathetic.
Really?
A lot of the stories did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What were some of the highlights from season 2?
Well, I mean, one guy who was part Native American who lived with these 2 older lesbians.
Oh, right.
Bringing in the girl from the Philippines, who the minute she got in was upset that he hadn't brought her roses. He had brought her a different caliber of flower, and then made him go to the jewelry store to prove that the diamond on her ring was a real diamond. He's just like, okay, all right.
Ew.
Then there was the young, 23-year-old Middle Eastern guy who was marrying the giant
Yeah.
Oh,
fat
how did I
woman
fucking
from...
tap out on that? I wanted to see her heart broken.
And it was.
Oh, God, why'd you spoil it?
He's a Muslim or something, right?
Right.
And how did that break up?
It didn't break up, but at the end they did get married.
They got married.
But he left her a couple times before then. He started living in some other random house. He wouldn't kiss her on the wedding day because he said it was Ramadan, so he can't kiss.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with her.
Nothing.
She might have had nervous breath. Like fat lady breath.
Yeah.
Just nervous talking breath.
Yeah, she didn't eat all day.
That dry sinus breath that people get.
Well, she's a monster. She's like a 2, tops. She's a 2, right?
She's not even a 2.
You don't even think she's a 2?
She's a 0.3 at most.
She wasn't lovely.
This guy is not attracted to her whatsoever.
Not at all.
And it looked like he could possibly even have some tendencies.
I'm sure, but anybody would next to this woman.
Right.
What kind of tendencies?
I don't know. He seemed like he might.
Homosexual?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I probably prefer to be with a man than that woman.
Or
So you can say, don't post that with a photo of Scarlett Johansson.
I'd rather be with a 0.3 than a man.
What if it's a really good-looking dude?
I'd rather be with the 0.3.
What if he's slender and effeminate and she's big and fat?
Yeah.
and she
How
smells.
slender.
And she smells really bad.
Yeah, and he smells like Axe body spray.
Yeah.
I'd rather be with the 0.3.
There's a little vanilla in his scent, just a little bit.
What would you rather be with the 0.3?
I gotta go check. I ain't playing this fucking game.
So
I'm
you
not
never
playing
wanna
one.
play.
I'm
Why?
not playing one of your
Why?
silly fucking
and
games
then it always
today.
goes to Sam Roberts, and then he winds up being with the guy. we know where he's going to go.
But
Depends
see,
on what you're doing. Are you talking about cuddling? Are you talking about insertion? Like,
look, you have a way of breaking everyone down, but with Sam, he tapped out right away and said he'd rather be with the guy.
He actually volunteered it.
I used to do construction, and we were bored, so this is all we would do all day. For 8 hours,
These
we'd break each
games?
other down. Yeah. By the end of the day, we're complete homosexuals every day.
But at least you hang in there for a while. Sam tapped out right away.
Yeah, because he's like, I don't. Yeah, but
No shame.
you won't even play.
No, well, let's think about that. Well, you got to show him the picture of the broad. Sam's not too far off, actually. This broad is brutal. And she's got, what, like 3 kids in the house?
yeah.
They were all looking out for her. She was very emotional. She cried a lot.
Look at this. That's rough, right? Look at his face. He doesn't want anything to do with that affection. There's a picture of her lovingly hugging his arm in a fold in a photo.
And she's got a lazy eye, and she may be the most infuriating person you've ever spoken to, and she cries constantly.
Yeah, she's a real emotional lady.
Really?
Yeah. And,
Poor dear.
she doesn't pay her bills.
The poor dear.
She doesn't pay her bills. She doesn't clean up her house.
Yeah.
And she doesn't understand why this guy doesn't want anything to do with her.
And you could pick either that's the chick or any dude on the planet. You could pick a dude.
I'm sucking a dick.
There you go.
Wow.
See?
Yeah.
She's
Just
flying
like
her
that.
pile.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
This isn't me tapping out. This is real. This
Yeah.
is life.
Man.
Any dude in the world, you know.
Yeah. Thanks, Kenny.
All right.
But there was also on this show.
I guess I'll have to too.
All right.
There you go. All right, cock party.
So that's how that ended. They did end up getting married.
They did, yes.
Yeah,
and then
but-
they did the reunion special, and he was very defensive of his behavior.
What kind of behavior?
Well, everybody was like,
Wearing
"Come on,
hunting
dude."
clothes all the time when he was around her. Get it? She's water buffalo.
Come on, give the show away. I'm not watching. I don't care.
No, he was very defensive
And everyone else had a chance to see this dumb thing.
of his behavior over the fact that he left her
Right.
for several days. He disappeared and went to somebody else's house.
Where can you see the videos? Watch these episodes online?
I don't know, maybe.
What was this,
The show's been
TLC or
over for
something?
like months.
Yeah. What about the other couples? Anything there?
Yeah, there was one like young. I think he was Mormon because they were saving themselves until marriage. He was marrying a girl who was like half black from South Africa.
Boo!
Well, that's what his dad said. His dad was racist.
His dad was racist.
Yeah, his dad was like, I'm all for being
wow.
in love and everything, but
There's a big but there.
and he used he used the same excuse that people use when their kids are coming out. He was like, it's going to make it difficult for you guys to be in a mixed race relationship.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? No, it's not. It's 2015. And then he also said that he probably wouldn't think of her as a daughter because, she's black.
Wow.
Yeah. And he said it to her. He was like,
Wow, really?
and he was trying to justify it and be like, I wouldn't be able to right away consider you like a daughter because, we're different.
Wow, really?
Yeah. It was great.
All right. So did they end up getting married? Everyone,
yeah.
They all end up getting married, right?
They all ended up getting married.
Because they
And then-
want to be citizens of the United States of America.
This guy really wants to be a citizen.
What, the Muslim
much
guy?
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy,
He
does he.
really
He also
wants to be a
he
citizen.
found out he went to a lawyer, this Muhammad, who married the wildebeest.
Yeah.
He went to a lawyer the day before they were supposed to get married, and the cameras followed him.
Yeah.
And the lawyer informed him that when you marry somebody, you take on all their financial debt and responsibilities, and it becomes a joint thing.
Right.
And he freaked out at that point.
But he still got married.
He did end up getting married.
Because he's a sleeper cell in America right
Yeah.
now somewhere.
He wanted to be a citizen so badly that
Yeah.
he would take on this woman who constantly throughout the show,
Look,
the
if you-
lights are off. Oh, my phone doesn't work right now. Well, why not? Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, I'm not paying my bills.
You know how hot the girl has to be that you're taking on all her debt?
You wouldn't take on the debt of a 2?
No.
Yeah, well, like who knows where he's from, what country or whatever, but he's probably living some shit life, wanted to be in America. He's like, all right, I'm going to have to deal with this for a while. And knows he can get out in a,
But he's
couple of years.
But he sucks. That's the best he could do? There's a lot of desperate broads in America that go down this visa route.
Yeah, but he also knows, he's like, I want to do the least amount of work possible. I don't have to impress this chick. I don't he doesn't actually have to convince her of anything. He can just be like, hey, I love you. I'm going to come marry you, okay? And she'll go, oh, this is great.
Do they have sex? Do they talk about their sex life?
If I remember right, he said physically he described her as she is adequate. That's how he described her. He was like, in terms of physical, she is adequate. She is adequate.
Do you understand how amazing America is? This guy's showing the world how amazing America is.
That's more impressive than someone coming over on a raft from Cuba.
Yes.
Look at his wedding day, scowling in his suit.
Oh my God.
And that's when the priest
That's the best she's ever going to look right there.
And the guy goes, you may now kiss your bride. And like mid-ceremony, he goes, oh, it is a holy month for my religion, so I cannot kiss. I cannot kiss during this month. And they were just like, oh, all right, so no kiss then? He was like, no.
No kiss.
Like, all right, well, I guess you're still married.
Did they show them on their wedding night, like back in the hotel or any of that stuff?
They got married at her house, so there was no hotel.
There was no hotel.
No honeymoon because
They didn't go on a honeymoon.
she's
No
still trying
fancy.
to. She's still trying to pay her cable bill and her electric bill.
Yeah. They don't have the.
They don't have the funds.
They don't have the scratch to cover a honeymoon.
She's irresponsible with her money.
She is quite irresponsible, and she's bad at informing her husband to be when she's having financial strains.
What does he do for a living in America? Did he get a little job for himself?
Elephant herder.
Poacher.
I think he couldn't work until he got his green card.
You can't work until you get your green card?
I guess so. I think he was saying he couldn't work, and she got laid off halfway through the show too. Like, not only was she not paying her bills, but then she got laid off.
From
was
what
she doing?
job?
I think she was some kind of telemarketing thing. It was a job that involved a lot of sitting.
How hard is it
What
to
a shock.
do that job?
Yeah, she got laid off.
Why? What was the reasoning?
She ate the phone.
There was just one of those things, I guess.
Jesus, Tim. What?
Just one of those things. She got the company.
Had to move on from her.
They had to move on. They had to part ways.
All right. Sounds like we missed a good season.
It was great.
I tried. I don't know. And the first episode was good too, but I tapped out way too early on that one.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Sick of them all getting married. You want to see someone walk away and go, no.
Of course.
Yeah, but this season was fun because, like, you knew, like, looking like this.
Look at her eye. What's wrong with her
I
eyes?
told you, she just lays it.
What is she looking at?
Nobody knows.
She's got one eye in the refrigerator constantly.
There you go.
Because
There you go.
this season was good
Now we can
because
take a break. I was looking for it out.
usually they have
Too
a
funny.
love conquers all type thing.
Yeah.
But this season, even though they all got married, you knew that couple should not have gotten married.
Right.
You knew that guy was up to something. Like, this is not a good guy. And so it was great to see her make a mistake and to see them get married.
Yeah.
And she's not even giving him money either.
She doesn't have any.
She has nothing. She has nothing to offer this guy. She doesn't have a body to offer him, a comfortable home to offer him.
No.
Nothing.
She got 3 kids.
This girl, this waitress at the comic strip, I think you remember. She was from England, and she wanted to.
Oh, yeah, she was sexy, though.
Yeah, and she wanted me to marry her to move to get into the country. She was going to give me like $7,000 when I had no money. I almost did it.
Wow.
But then I had to live with her for like 2 years.
You
or something.
You would have to have the same residence for 2 years?
Yeah,
Is that
we
how
had
it
to live
works?
together for 2 years.
Would
They
you get the
check
sex, though?
Yeah.
He banged her anyway.
I was
though,
already banging her.
So, man, that's not a bad deal.
She was always drunk, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do it in the end? Morally, it didn't seem right?
No, not at all. I think me and Jim were living together. I'm like, I can't leave Jim.
I was very jealous.
I can't leave Jim. Did she end up doing it, you think?
I don't.
Have you seen
I know
her
she
around?
stayed here, so yeah, she must have.
She must have figured it out.
Yeah, yeah, but at $7,000 at that point would have been a lot.
Yeah, no kidding. I think they upped it too. Didn't it used to be you only had to be married a year or something? Now it's, I think, 2, right?
Maybe it was a year, but I know that they check, and you definitely have to live together and have joint bank accounts, all this other shit. And I was just like, this is too complicated. And
yeah, there's too much that could go wrong.
Answer questions. You have to answer questions about what the other person does in the morning. They're just weird questions. They
Really?
ask
They
you.
really
oh yeah,
check up on you.
Make sure you're really dating.
Huh. What are you laughing at?
Just another picture of the lady from 90 Day Fiance making a funny face because she's crying again.
What a sap. They found a sap for season 2. They'll go season 3, right?
I hope so. I'll watch it.
You see the show? I only seen the commercials where the people get married without even seeing the other person. I think it's what is it called? Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight.
I
I've
think.
seen that. Yeah.
Is that an actual? That's a gag show, right?
I don't know. You know what show's good?
What's the premise on Married at First Sight?
I don't know. I've only seen the commercials for it.
But they're dating but online or something? They have to be seeing each other, but just not in person?
How do they not send a picture? I don't believe that.
I watched the Sex Box show.
What's the sex box?
It's where they have a box and like there's couples that are going through some shit,
Right.
and then they speak to a couples therapist on a stage in front of an audience,
Right.
and then there's a box on the stage that you cannot see through,
Yeah.
and then they go into the box and then they bang, and then
that's Margaret Cho is part of that show, right?
maybe
I think so.
yeah.
What, they bang right in front of everybody in this large box?
in the box
In the
you can't
box.
see it though, like you can't see through the box.
There's no way you're getting a rod on a box on a stage.
In the box,
With in the box with a murmur of an audience behind you. Fucking how awful.
it's exciting.
So what's the premise of that?
People fuck in a box on a stage,
And then what happens after they fuck in a box?
then they talk
Someone
about
cleans it out.
They talk about their relationship again, and to see if like that worked.
What?
Like I want her to do more of this.
So what? Then the therapist says, "All right, it's time to go fuck." And
She's
then,
like, "Yeah, here's what
and
you
then
can
everyone
try."
is relaxed after they fuck, and then they could try to get to the real problems.
They go like, or they say there's a problem sexually,
Right.
and they go, "Here's what you can try. Seriously, go try it right now inside that box."
Like what? Like stick a finger in her ass or something?
and then they go in the box and they stick fingers in.
In their asses?
Yep.
But you don't see anything on the TV, obviously.
Nope,
Do you hear it?
So you don't even know if it's really going on.
You don't.
Do
You
they
have to
mic
take
the
their word
box?
for it. No,
Until
I mean
the penis goes in?
sometimes they'll have it's not mic the entire time.
I would mic the box until the penis goes in.
And then what?
Then you're like, well, the penis is in, so we got to turn off the audio.
But maybe that wasn't the problem, though. Maybe the problem is she doesn't suck dick.
Yeah.
Maybe the problem was he always wants to go straight to sex, but he doesn't go down on her.
This sounds like an awful show.
Sounds terrible.
Sex box.
It's stupid.
It just sounds like an idea that you'd see parodied on a show.
Exactly.
Like, we're going to do a show called Sex Box.
And then what? There's a couple that only lasts a couple minutes, and then they come out of the box and everyone starts laughing? Or
There's so many different directions this thing could go in.
can I see a clip of Sex Box?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have one that might be good?
Yep.
Here, all right. I've never heard of this show, thank God. It's on WE TV?
Yeah, women's entertainment.
Ew.
I have a sexual addiction.
What is it you hold back from him?
This really is a total shock to me.
I don't want to do something stupid due to temptation.
Are you
That's the
going
sex
to be
box.
happy in this relationship?
This is a sex box first. We're bringing them back.
7 days isn't going to fix our problems.
She's on fire in there right now, I promise you. The sex box is on fire.
Horrendous.
That's
No, I don't.
awful.
In defense of Margaret Cho, I don't think she's on the show.
Okay.
Because she's a funny comic. I don't
Yeah,
wanna,
no, that
I
looks,
don't want to put her link her to this.
The sex box?
Yeah.
This is cheesy.
that looks awful.
The Sex Box girl.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And they're in silk robes waiting to go and have sex. It's like,
Exactly.
why are you
People that
watching
That
this?
goofy music.
Yeah.
Why are you watching
They
this?
have nervous breath.
I like awkward TV.
I don't know if it's awkward. That
Awkward
looks
is super awkward.
It looks horrendous.
Silly.
That's the point. Yeah, it's like uncomfortable.
I guess.
I watched The Slap.
How is that?
Terrible. It's the worst show on TV.
It seems bad. Why? The whole thing was a slap.
There's one slap in the first episode.
What is the slap about? I see you tweeting about this show. A lot of
tweet The Slap.
A lot of people are tweeting the slap. It's a dumb show, though.
It's horrible.
What's the premise on that one?
It's a guy, first episode, a guy slaps another guy's kid, and then they watch the family disintegrate over the course of 8-hour-long episodes.
Wow.
It's terrible. It's the worst show on television.
Will it make it through?
It's already moved. I mean, I think it's probably 6 episodes in, so maybe. But it's already moved from. It was 8 o'clock. It was their big Thursday night show. Now they pushed it to 10.
NBC?
Yeah.
They've made some really bad programming decisions.
This one's rough.
So what? You just slap your kid, and then what happens?
No, you don't slap your kid. Zachary Quinto slaps your kid in the first episode, and then they just talk about it forever.
Can I see the slap?
Yeah, sure.
Just on regular NBC.
It's just on NBC.
Not even cable.
It's on prime time.
The slap.
E-Rock, you know about the slap?
Yeah, Sam's completely right. I've been following Sam's commentary on this thing for the last few weeks. The narrator just makes the show even worse.
There's a narrator?
Yeah, I talked about it on my show like 4 weeks in a row.
So what?
There's a narrator on it the whole time.
You did what?
I talked about it on my show 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah, we're pushing your show later in that. Immediately. What are you doing?
Why did he slap the kid?
Because he's an obnoxious kid. He deserved to get slapped.
And the parents of the kid wouldn't discipline him.
Okay.
Did anyone knock out the guy that slapped the kid?
No.
No, but he wanted to. That's the whole point. Well, now we're getting into the discussion of the slap, which I won't have.
Okay.
Why won't we have it?
Because it's stupid. This is what they want. It's a bad show.
Look, I've decided that I'm not going to hit my kid. So, but if someone else hits my kid, I have to now fucking fight.
Please don't talk.
What if he
I have
deserved
to
it?
fight.
Please don't talk about the morality of
and
the
they
slap.
were doing a favor for you.
I'm going to have to fight.
The
I'll
kid
fight
did
anyone.
deserve it.
Huh?
The kid did.
Of course he did.
What are we doing?
Of course he did.
The kid was swinging a wooden bat at other kids' heads.
Who cares? It's a bad show.
Let me go to Florentine, who has a kid. So, do you slap your kid around?
No, I don't. But if someone did it, yeah, I would hit
have a
the guy
problem with
back,
that.
and then it would be one episode. It wouldn't be 8.
Let's talk about it for 8 episodes and how we really have to get to the bottom.
So the
of who's
parents
really
don't do
the bad
anything
person.
to the guy.
They get very upset, and
But
then they get.
Here's the slap that changed everything. All right, I'm all in now. Let's do this. Should we take a break? Ah, fuck it.
No, why would we break this
Let's
flow?
keep going.
This content is currently unavailable.
They got rid of the slap. You can't watch it online anymore.
Probably 'cause they know that's
Why are
all
you
anyone
laughing
wants
at
to
me?
say.
I talked about it 5 weeks ago when it was on.
But just go Google the fucking slaps.
Yeah, the slap's got to be somewhere
Why, you
else.
shithead.
Why won't they have the slap video on their website anymore?
Because it's 5 weeks old and nobody's watching the show.
Yeah, but we're giving the show some heat right now.
No, we're not.
A lot of heat.
I was slapped by a woman. My mother, I remember, went over to her house and screamed at her. I forget what it was about. I just remember my mother standing there on the stoop yelling.
Good for your mom.
Yeah, I never saw her that angry.
That's up to...
should have punched the little faggot.
That's up
Mom.
to... Look, man, I mean, that's up to the parents. I mean, if you feel like discipline is something that works for you, fine. I'm not telling people they shouldn't hit their kids if it works for you. I'm just saying I can't do it.
I got slapped.
No one else should be
I got
slapping
slapped
your
a bunch of
fucking
times
kids,
in
though.
school, in Catholic school, and
With
my
cocks.
parents knew about it. Like, yeah, you deserved it.
Really?
But, yeah.
You guys are giving into the slap.
Come on, I'm talking. Let's start this conversation. It's important, Sam.
Who's the gay guy?
You're creating...
Sam Roberts.
There's a gay guy on there. Who's that?
It's an advertisement. I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was part of the slap.
Oh, there's a tree split down the middle.
You're creating the social dialogue that the slap was hoping you would.
Well, you can't have a stranger slap your kid.
Yeah, I know. That's what they based the whole show
So
on.
that's the end of the discussion.
How far into the first episode does the slap happen?
The whole way in.
It's all the way in.
It's the grand finale.
Is this the slap right here?
Yes.
All right. This looks awful.
Is this a reality show?
No.
Oh.
Wait,
This isn't even a reality show?
No, it's a scripted drama.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Let's go to break.
Are both families there when he slaps him?
Yeah.
I got to see the slap. I want to hear it.
Holy fuck! I thought it was a reality show at least.
Why would they?
This is the
You thought they
dumbest
hired
idea
a family
ever.
to slap a kid?
I guess.
And the credits roll? It sounds terrible.
Why are you laughing at that, Sam? I will fucking choke you out.
Why would they hire a family? You can't hire a family to slap a kid.
I'll Rey Mysterio you son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
And then we can
I'll
wrestle
tell you
around the
why.
body for an extra 40 minutes?
Yeah, we're
Well
gonna get into
handled.
that story after the break.
Thought he
But
was working.
my point is, Sam, there's a lot of Hollywood families out there that would absolutely allow their kid to get slapped by somebody else for a reality show.
Oh.
Yes. Is this the slap?
Yeah, he's running down.
Yeah.
Both families are there.
Go! Hugo! Hey, look on the back. Huh? Listen, when adults talk to you, you listen to what they're saying, yeah? Why are you swinging the bat at Rocco like that?
Kid kicked him.
Whoa. So what does the father do?
He gets upset.
That's
You
it?
should go and hit the kid.
No, that's not it.
That's it.
Then there's 7 more episodes of this.
But wait, the father's walking over with a beer like he's about to do something?
No, that's not the father. The father's the man holding the kid.
So
Oh, it looks like Greg Giraldo.
why isn't the father punching this guy?
He's got his kid in his
He's
hands.
holding the crying Hugo with the sloppy hair. I like him. Spank him.
What's the matter with you, you animal?
What happened? Where's Hugo crying?
He hit him. He hit our son.
Oh my God, the acting's horrible.
No, it's not. He's shocked.
That's what I tried to tell you.
Hey, come on. Okay.
What have you done?
Easy.
What have you done?
He doesn't even-
My child!
Your son was out of control. You didn't see him
That's right. It's a good point. What do you do?
is
What's the answer?
embarrassing.
Why? The kid was out of control. He kicked the man. I don't know, man. It's just fodder for discussion.
It's like,
Exactly.
unless the guy that slapped the kid is some kind of MMA fighter, you're getting right in there and scrapping, aren't you?
Chip Chipperson should have got slapped at that fucking Yankee game.
Nobody would
should
have
got
objected
slapped
like this.
Yeah.
I got slapped as a boy by the neighbors.
So are they still in the
Person.
backyard 7 episodes later?
No, they've gone through courtrooms and apartments,
Oh,
and
fuck.
police stations.
Crying out loud.
I was yelling peckers and they slapped me.
What?
Whole story.
I thought it was a reality show. It's scripted?
Yes, it's
What's the point?
Well, it's good discussion. Do you slap? I don't know. I mean, now we've
You
got to
can't
talk
have a
about it for while.
stranger slap your kid.
I don't
you
know.
just can't.
The boy was swinging a stick.
You cannot have a stranger slap your kid because the kid kicks you in the shin.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, and the woman's screaming like the kid's missing an arm. Jesus.
But Sam, you've been watching this series.
I know, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Sam likes bad TV, though.
I love bad TV.
He's made that point over the years.
Yeah.
I kind of like bad TV as well, but this one is definitely something I would never check out.
My wife gets really mad. I'm
Yeah.
like, sorry, babe, I gotta watch the slap. It's for work.
Does she watch it with you?
Well, no, she'll go into the bedroom. I mean, we only got the 2 TV, but we got the bedroom TV, so she'll go into fine, I'm going into the bedroom. But I'm like, well, I got to see what's going on Slap this week.
How many weeks left in this dumb thing?
Two.
Yeah.
Two. And where are they at?
That
I'm
kid
just
got slapped
amazed.
7 weeks ago.
And all right, so seven episodes later, what are they doing?
Nothing.
What are they doing in the show?
They all got their own little melodrama, and they're like, oh, who's really a bad person? Because he's kind of cheating on his wife, but he loves his wife. It's terrible.
Oh, but it really sparks a discussion.
That's the point. I don't want to spark the discussion that they're so blatantly trying to spark. There's no thought put into anything. There's no sort of nuance. There's nothing. It's just like putting it out in front of you and saying, okay, talk about this now.
Are they over the slap, though?
No.
And why didn't this guy put down his fucking beer?
He was enjoying a beverage. It's a barbecue.
Yeah, but there's a big situation that just happened in the backyard. That guy will not put his beer down.
No, because he's having a drink.
Oh, my God. I really thought it was a reality show.
It's not a reality show.
That makes it 10 times worse.
Way worse.
Yeah. I mean, if it was a reality show, of course, I would be supporting it because I'd be like, they found a family to let them slap each other's kids. That'd be awesome.
You'd find a lot of families that would allow their kid to be slapped for reality fame.
So you should be a reality show producer and get that done.
I could easily get that done.
So get it done. You make a lot of money. I'll watch that show. A lot of people
get
would.
It done.
Watch this kid get slapped. I would watch that.
My parents had never had a problem with it. I would get slapped once a week.
By your parents or by Zachary
in
Quinto?
school.
Oh.
I went over, the women's room was right next to the men's there, and I took the drop ceilings out, and I was peeking at girls peeing. You just saw my feet dangling from the ceiling because I took the ceiling tiles out, and I was watching girls, right, just like 7th grade or 6th grade. And like 3 of my buddies were going to go next. I'm like, holy shit, I could see Mary peeing. Oh my God, she's on the toilet. You guys got to see this. And I'm not, they're like, really? All of a sudden, I hear silence. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how come not answering me? I'm like, who's next?
Awesome.
Who's next? And then I look down, and my history teacher just standing there with his arms folded, staring at me. He brings me in the classroom in front of everybody and says, tell everybody what you did. And I had to tell everybody. He just smacked me in the face like twice, kneed me in the ass, and pulled me by my hair down to the principal's office.
He kicked the shit out of you.
Yeah, right in front of the whole class.
He was pissed because that was his thing. You blew up his spot.
Yeah, you ruined it.
You probably blew up his spot.
But what happens? I got to see the rest of the dialogue. This is
we're
captivating.
not playing anymore.
All right, yeah, let's play more dialogue.
My son.
The acting is just right on. Wow, amazing. And this is NBC.
Yeah, this is terrific.
In the bed of my kid. Come on, not in front of the kids.
Not in front of the kids. You don't.
It's okay.
Why is the mother crying?
I don't blame the kid. I blame you. You don't know how to raise a kid, you two.
Was it on his face?
Oh, don't
Speaking in Greek because they're Greek.
Of course he's okay. I didn't punch the little bastard. It was an impressive slap.
Yeah.
Why are they yelling not in front of the kids? Didn't that already happen?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
dramatic
They started
thing already
fucking.
happened, and why don't they go in the box and have some sex?
That's a different show.
Oh.
That's my other show.
Oh, well, put the two shows together, then you got something, I think. You get to slap a kid, and then you go in a box and fuck.
That was well done, though.
You guys should listen to the channel on Friday afternoons. It would open up your whole world, all this
No,
stuff.
I can't listen to this channel. I don't listen to this channel.
You step away?
I have to. I have to just take a breath.
I
I
get
hear
it.
you're doing very well, though, Sam.
Obviously.
I have heard you're doing very well.
I'm fucking on top of the slap, dude.
Not only does the show, the slap suck, but so does the whole station.
Yeah, NBC's been having a hard time for a long time.
What else they got? They got the Big Bang?
No, that's CBS.
Oh, that's too bad, because that would help.
And they just lost Parks and Recreation.
Right.
So that's gone.
Yeah, Parks was gone. It wasn't. Parks never did great in the ratings, but it was a really good show. Today's show is good.
Yeah, well, how about at night?
Tonight's show is really good.
Yeah, they do have that.
They got the Today Show and the Tonight Show.
Right. All right. The slap. So now I know officially what this show's about. I've been trying to avoid this.
You slapped my kid. That's so bad. You slapped my kid, Charlie.
And that was a bad slap, too. That was an impressive slap. I guess if you're going to slap, you should do it the right way.
Well, if you're going to do an 8 hours of TV and call it the slap, and there's only one slap, it better be a good slap.
If they're going to do 8 episodes, he should have picked the kids up by the legs, like the end of Caligula, smashed his head on a step. That would have been worth it.
Just swing him against the fence.
Yeah, bash his head, little head.
I would have liked that.
Little Hugo head, with curly, is like long rock star hair.
Yeah, let me tell you how twisted NBC is. They picked the cutest kid possible, too.
Yeah, but he's
knowing that if the kid was just an average kid, you wouldn't be as bothered by it.
Well,
that
they had to.
absolutely was worked out in a room somewhere. We got to get the cutest kid possible if we're going to slap him.
They made him obnoxious throughout the whole episode.
The kid?
So that way we could spark conversation, and you'd have people saying,
and
well,
then-
he deserved to be.
And then definitely justified a slap. He kicks him in the shin, so then throw it in there, so then you could definitely slap him.
But there's no discussion.
We've been having the discussion.
You don't know how to raise a kid.
Can we hear that again?
I want to see what happens.
I'm not.
The
playing anymore.
overwhelming majority would not say that was okay for that guy to hit that kid.
That's why Zachary Quinto is the villain. But it's like, whoa, well, certain context, maybe we should look at it from this perspective.
Should have spanked him.
It's a terribly done show.
You got to put him over your knee in front of everyone and spank his bottom.
You're looking for a different type of gratification.
Yeah, the spank.
Should we?
Tuesdays on NBC.
The spank.
Yeah. Now look what your boy did. He spilled a little paint. Bring him in here and spank him for a couple hours and film it. And kiss it and make it better.
He's spanking my son.
Yeah. I'm watching the videotape of him spanking my son. Yeah. Now he's pinning him like a wrestler. Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah. He's our boy. Punish him for being bad.
Let's take a break then.
Definitely turning that into a production piece.
We got Jim Florentine here. Jim, what are you promoting there, buddy?
This weekend, Funny Bone, Syracuse, and then Wednesday night, this Wednesday, Parks Casino in Bensalem, PA.
Beautiful. Jimmy's got a few things going on.
Denver this week. Oh, no, April 2nd, 3rd, 4th. My first trip to Denver in years. Big buzz in Colorado about my return. No. No, I don't know. Tickets might be doing well.
I'm sure you're doing well in Denver. Come
April 30th through May 2 in Rochester, and then the Borgata July 10th, 11th. I have a couple of theaters going on sale too, but that's irrelevant because they're not on sale now.
Nice.
And I'm doing Michigan, Detroit, September 26th, and I'm doing Minnesota before that, I think. Good plug.
JimNorton.com.
Yeah.
This is Opie Radio. The show is back.
You got that
Why are we playing this?
What are you talking about? Why? It's a shit.
You like this song, Sam?
Yeah, it's a pretty dope song.
What is it?
Taylor Swift.
Well, I know it's Taylor Swift, but I'm trying to figure out why we would play this.
I'm guessing because she bought TaylorSwift.porn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which was a smart move.
She bought it so no creeps out there could buy it.
And .adult.
Right.
And so she could start a side business.
Before we had to play a Taylor Swift song, couldn't we just say that after we played some
Well,
rock?
you may not have gotten to it, so.
Oh, I see.
E-Rock was kind of nudging.
Yeah, he's helping us along, right?
E-Rock will nudge once in a while. E-Rock's a gentle nudger.
It's called getting topical with the sex bagel.
Yeah.
Getting topical with the sex
Nice to play
bagel.
current music once in a while.
What else is on your radar topically there, E-Rock?
Well, you wanted to talk about the wrestler dying, which was
Well, we'll get to that. That's a big hit. Yeah, we'll get to that on our own. That's easy. Something we weren't going to hit on is what I was getting at.
Let's see.
We could talk about Roland's shirt. He's all in with
Oh,
March
yes.
Madness, and he obviously wants high fives on the subway today. He's wearing a Wisconsin T-shirt, I believe. Yeah, it is Wisconsin.
The Badgers.
The Badgers?
That's, yeah, because there's other Wisconsin teams. The Badgers were all on.
Oh, there's Wisconsin,
like
Wisconsin
Iowa
State.
State, so-
Right. So you're a big fan of the Badgers?
Massive fan of the Badgers.
When did you become a fan of the Badgers?
Last week when I picked my team.
When you picked your brackets?
Mm-hmm.
You just pick a new team every year?
I do. I have tons of T-shirts.
Name 3 players on the team, please.
John Starlight, Eric Durnan, and Darren Williams.
I wouldn't know if he was right.
Yeah.
Would you
I don't even know either.
You made that up?
Hell yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's 2 white guy names. You don't have to be lying.
I just think it's some. I don't know. I like the little Badger guy.
Oh God, they have a very white team actually. They played Oregon last night, right?
Yeah, they won.
Because I was pulling for Oregon. Out of nowhere, I started liking this Oregon team.
Yeah, my apps are going crazy when Kansas was losing. It said tune in now. And you click it and it takes you to the game.
Yeah, I kind of like watching the games this year. Oregon didn't have a shot, but
Ducks,
Joseph Young had 30 points. He's an amazing guard. An amazing guard. That's why I got hooked on him out of nowhere. So, are you watching it all? No.
No, I only know about it because everyone talks about it. But I know Colin is apparently on his brackets. He so far has not made a mistake.
Colin Quinn is undefeated.
Way, yeah.
The world needs to know. He is undefeated. He hasn't lost one game yet.
That's pretty incredible.
I think it's very incredible.
A lot of underdogs that have won. That's.
He knows how to pick. You got to pick a few, underdog wins.
Wow.
That's the key to having a good bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Good brackets.
I thought the Ducks were going to win because of Goldberg, but they were not able to win.
Why are you wearing a Wisconsin T-shirt? What are you doing?
Because I'm rooting for the Badgers.
And then you got an LA Dodgers cap on.
Yes, I'm rooting for Mr. Kershaw, the pitcher.
Why?
Because he's one of the greatest pitchers.
Did he hook you up with tickets for something?
I do not comment. He got some stuff. I got some Dodger stuff for free. Yes.
He's a strange one.
Roland, I'm getting reports that you had Ohio State merchandise on your desk last week.
That was for the football. For college football.
What other Dodger stuff did you get?
Like autograph, like a bat and a ball. So I was very happy with the Dodgers.
This is arguably the worst segment we've ever done.
I don't think so.
Well, the point is that this Roland.
Well, he looks like Benny the Jet Rodriguez in his LA Dodgers hat.
Right, and he has a Wisconsin shirt on, but he doesn't even know the team or anything.
No, that's free.
Do you actually get high fives?
I did for Ohio because there's a group of people from Ohio. The guy goes, OH. I went, IO. The guy goes, yeah. He said, what county are you from? I go, I don't know.
Oh, all right. How was your weekend? Good?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see James Corden tonight. I'm excited.
Oh, the new show starts.
Yeah.
Who?
The new Ferguson.
He's replacing Craig Ferguson on the Late Late.
Oh, the new Ferguson. I thought it was about St. Louis. Oh,
I was reading an article that between Craig Ferguson and
comedy based on.
I was reading an article between Craig Ferguson and what's his name again?
James Corden.
Yeah, he's from England, right?
Yeah.
That they were just having guest hosts, just fucking around, and people are saying it was some of the best TV ever because no one gave a shit. They didn't have to worry about ratings or nothing.
Yeah, and they could do whatever they want.
And they would have guys like Jim Gaffigan on. Who else did it? Judd Apatow,
Whitney
I believe.
Cummings did it.
Thomas Lennon did a great job with it too.
And they
Mayer did it, yeah.
They were picked to be the host, and they could do whatever they want because they didn't care because they've been waiting for the big debut of the show tonight.
Yeah, but they bring in all the guests at once, like they do in London. So people were thrown off by that for test shows.
Yeah, that was how they did it. Graham Norton does it like that. I think he's got the greatest show.
And they're gonna do it for the first time for the U.S. So.
There's a lot of buzz on this guy. You think he's going to do all right?
Yeah, Tom Hanks is his first show, so it's going to be easy for him.
I don't give a fuck about celebrity interviews on those things anymore.
Oh, I'd love to hear what Tom has to say. Tell us about that vacation.
Ooh, what
Where'd you go? Well, here in Hawaii, and this is really weird. Planes lit.
And anyone could do well in late night. You could be there for the rest of your life.
Right.
You'll just get a decent rate. Carson Daly's been on for what, 15 years?
Long time now.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't do the interviews sometimes anymore, just the producer.
Yeah, Craig Kilborn, there's no reason he should have left that show. He'd still be there.
Right. The Daily Show?
No, when he was hosting the Late Show.
He left the Daily Show to do the Late.
And then he left that?
Yeah, he
what
left
is he doing now?
He left to do movies, and then that didn't pan
and
out.
that failed miserably.
Everybody hated him to work for him.
He was in old school.
And Wedding.
What else was he in?
Wow, he really made a couple of bad moves, I think.
Yeah, but not everybody can do late night. Chevy Chase and Magic Johnson would
he
probably
would have still
disagree.
been there. Craig Kilborn was there. He was there for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. And then he thought he was a movie star. Oh, fuck him.
Well, you know what it was? What's his name? Did movies.
He let me on a show. I was pissed. He left.
Who was the guy that did movies?
Greg Kinnear?
Kinnear. Yeah, he's doing great.
Oh, yeah. Kinnear figured it out. He had a nice run.
Some of the fill-in shows were weird to watch.
That's what they're saying. That's why it was so cool, because it was unpredictable.
Yeah, it was great, but all the New York shows, they taped them in the morning show studio, so they didn't do them with an audience.
Oh, really?
So it was very strange
Wait,
to see
why
it.
no audience?
Because they did it in the morning show studio. There's no audience spot in there.
Couldn't they get a place to a fucking crowd?
It was like two
They didn't
directors'
do it.
chairs and a bad background, and that was it.
Why wouldn't they just have Craig Ferguson go and longer and figure it out? So
he wanted out.
So it was He just said, "Fuck this, I'm out
As soon as
immediately."
his deal was done, he honored his deal, but he was not going to renew.
And what's his problem? Like Florentine saying it's a great, easy gig. Why
I think
would you
they
want to leave
forced
that?
him out, right? Because Letterman was producing his show. Or executive
Letterman
producing
owns his show, his
Yeah.
Worldwide Pants, and he had something in his agreement that he was to be considered as a replacement for Letterman,
Right.
And he wasn't. So
that pissed him off.
He opted out, and he said, my deal is done in December, and I'll be done, and I'm not doing the show anymore."
And then what are you going to do now, though?
Yeah, what is he going to do?
He's playing theaters around the world.
And he's hosting a game show or something, I think, too.
Yeah, but he had his own late night show.
Maybe that gets grueling after a while. Who knows? That's a rough 5 TV hours a week.
He was
is
also
rough.
doing the Leno schedule. Like, he would tape his TV shows and then fly off and do gigs everywhere every week.
How long did he do that gig for?
Almost, maybe 10 years.
Yeah, maybe he was just done.
He did blow the money at the last week. He spent out all his budget, like on Metallica,
He didn't want to leave.
to go wherever he wanted.
Maybe that slot he could have kept.
He's probably was pissed off that they didn't consider him and felt like he had to make a move. I bet you he kind of wanted to at least be on TV like that.
Also, CBS wants this new thing where they own the shows again. Because when they signed Letterman got ownership of 11:30 and 12:30. So 20 years go by, CBS wants to own those time slots again.
So they get someone out and you got to get a fucking young guy in who will let us own the show. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Good luck to the new guy. We gonna get him on the show?
He's in LA. He's not doing press in New York for a while.
He'll be here
Yeah,
eventually.
he'll probably like 6 months or so.
I'll check it out, I guess.
When you see Roland wearing a guy's shirt, you know he's booked.
Exactly. Then you know he's got some kind of buzz.
I like that. It's not easy to do that though. All the guests at the same time. Graham Norton does a great job with it, but you have to have guys like fucking Ricky Gervais be quiet while you ask someone else or another major star, and a lot of them are just okay.
Right.
He did one with Sarah Silverman and Mark Wahlberg that was a little awkward. Like Mark was drunk and he kept talking. Or he seemed drunk. Maybe he wasn't, but he seemed it, and he just kept yapping over her.
Andy Cohen does it.
Who's Andy Cohen?
Watch what's happening live.
Oh, that show
Watch
is
what happens
horrendous.
live.
You watch that show too?
Yeah,
It's on in my house. I'm not gonna lie to you.
very
but
buzzy show.
It's horrendous.
It's buzzy.
These housewives have nothing to say.
Why he doesn't just have housewives on?
True.
You
It's
watch that
celebs
alone
on.
or you watch that with your wife?
I will watch it with my wife. I'm not watching it for her though.
But does she go in the other room when that's on because you want to watch it?
That one she'll be okay with.
Okay.
Because it's buzzy.
I saw that.
I'm saying buzzy. Fucking annoying.
And I see Andy Cohen's got a channel here at Sirius XM.
It's
That's
coming,
right.
Yeah.
And I saw your tweet that you were trying to get him to hire you to do
What are you
afternoons.
talking about? I'm just curious.
That was a Jenny Hutt move. Let's be honest. That was a Jenny Hutt move. Be honest.
I was maybe being slightly facetious, but I did tweet him and ask him, "Hey, at Andy, congrats on the new channel. Who do you have doing afternoons?"
I felt like I was reading a Jenny Hutt tweet.
Yeah, that was.
Can we go to her Twitter? It's been a while.
I did just I just read her last tweet. That's kind of what you were talking about.
Which one? About the lady that might have a baby soon? I can't get enough of Jenny Hutt's Twitter, to be honest with you. My friend Rude Jude is on Howard Stern. Listen, this guy has had some
crazy
life. Who's that guy?
He used to be.
Who's Rude Jude?
He's a
He's the
DJ on Eminem's channel.
Okay.
He just got an HBO series.
I don't know who he is. I'm sorry.
HBO is making a series about his life.
Really?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's the producer of it.
Okay. Main reason Ferguson left is that he was tired of missing events he wanted to attend, like a reunion of Monty Python.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ferguson did not leave his late night show so he could go to a Monty Python reunion.
Yeah, he could have taken the night off. He's got vacation
I
days.
think they would allow him to take a day.
They have one in Tribeca, the Monty Python reunion.
What?
When?
April. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Get details.
Of course it's going to be good. Ferguson quit his late night show so he could go to the one show.
Hey, Jenny Hutt wants the world to know that it's not hashtag closet eating unless you're in a closet. So
I don't even know what that means.
it's a good tweet. It's a good tweet. She's wishing Rosie a happy birthday, Rosie. Eat gluten and grain-free coconut sugar paleo cake and enjoy every bite. Love and kisses. Hashtag love.
Maybe they're friends. Rosie's on the paleo diet.
You don't think that's a good tweet? Cavemen, enough with that fucking paleo diet. Cavemen, what, they die when they were 30?
Yeah, they
They didn't live long lives.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe they were supposed to die at 18 or 19, but they figured out a good diet to get them into their 30s.
Maybe, yeah.
Who knows?
But they're not known for being healthy. Those hairy assholes.
I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast over the weekend. You know the guys in the Civil War, the average soldier weighed 125 pounds. That's how much we've grown as human beings since the Civil War.
There's so much better food.
Yeah, they probably didn't eat very healthy schedules then.
But I think the point was, in general, the man of the times weighed, on average, 125 pounds. That's not that long ago. That is crazy to think.
We have
Well, most of the time they're doing physical labor. They're probably working 10, 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Burning
they're not
calories.
sitting on their asses behind a computer screen.
Watching TV 6 hours a day. Yeah, you know what? You make a good point.
No TV, no cars, walking.
It was probably
so
tough
different
to...
too.
It was
Huh?
The
Yeah, it
food's
was-
so different now.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't get free refills at Chili's.
No.
In
You walk into a
Civil
restaurant
War.
back then, just order some grass. Get some grass, a little dirt mash on the plate. Fucking put some tomatoes in my hat and I'll go home.
Unbelievable.
Endless apps, you know what I mean?
Are you trying to get under my skin, Sam?
Yeah, it's... Hang in there.
Just watching you twitch.
Don't let them do it to you. Bad news. The Starbucks thing is over already.
Oh, no.
Yep.
The Race Together.
We still got so much conversation to have.
The Race Together campaign is over after 6 days. It's a massive fucking bust.
Yeah.
A massive bust. What was the deal? The CEO, what's his name again? Howard Schultz, right. Howard Schultz wanted his baristas to talk about race with customers. This is the dumbest idea ever. And now the world is admitting it.
Yeah.
My cup right here, Race Together.
Wait, they
still
actually
doing
wrote it on.
The sticker.
There it is. Wow, I haven't even seen that. It's not on my oatmeal today. I just got oatmeal. You got a coffee that says Race Together on it. That's a collector's item now. This guy was obviously completely out of touch and probably hasn't been in his own fucking stores in a long time. Right? How else would... He just seems like he was completely out of touch on this one.
He probably hasn't had a realistic race discussion in many, many years.
Right.
So...
I mean, his stores, you know, the business is doing very well. There's no time for anyone to talk about anything.
No.
You just...
I know, there's a line of 17 people behind you. I don't need a guy having a conversation about race in front of me.
At any time of the day, there's a line now because they have to make those dumb sandwiches. That's what fucked up everything.
So why do you people do that? What? That? All right, let's have a discussion. How's that going to go wrong?
John Oliver had a quick little thing on this.
And if a customer asks you what this is, try and engage in a discussion that we have problems in this country with regard to race and racial inequality.
I think it's pretty clear no one has said no to this guy in 25 years. A conversation about race is clearly important, but there's a time and a place, and it is not the length of time it takes to whip up a tiramisu frappuccino. Think about it. Best case scenario, you get a heartfelt conversation about race going, only to have it justifiably interrupted by someone screaming, "Can we solve racism later? I'm late for work."
Exactly. That's why John Oliver is the man.
He's
Are you
great,
watching
man.
this show?
His show is great.
It is amazing. I'm frustrated it's only a half hour. He could easily do an hour because it's only on once a week.
Yeah, it's really good.
And really quick every week. But, yeah, there you go. Exactly. No one has time for a discussion in Starbucks. What is the guy saying about it? How's he backing out of this?
Well, what was the final reason?
Yeah,
saying this-
exactly.
He's not even saying it's over. He says
this phase of the effort.
Right.
Writing Race Together or placing stickers on cups, which was always just the catalyst of a much broader and longer-term conversation, will be completed as originally planned today, March 22nd.
So
now he's saying that this was supposed to be a quick
Maybe
thing.
it was just a week-long thing. I don't know.
I don't know about that. I think
Sounds to me like such a good idea.
I'm thinking he's trying to save his ass a little bit. But then he's saying that the initiative is going to continue. I think they're going to hire like 10,000 disadvantaged youths, right?
over the next 3 years and open new stores in communities with large minority populations.
We're going to finally open in black neighborhoods. Well, they have black neighborhood stores, but that's what he's saying.
Yeah, so he's
Good.
saying we're not racist. We'll take your money.
Yeah. They should be open in black. People like coffee. You know,
It's very big of you.
yeah, well, I mean, it's not like a big stretch. You can open a fucking coffee shop in a black neighborhood. It's a Starbucks. They're open everywhere.
I take a shortcut through Harlem when I'm going.
Never!
When I'm going to
sorry.
Long Island, I see the Starbucks up there.
Well, there you go.
So they're already up in black neighborhoods. What is he talking about?
Big ups to Starbucks.
Is he talking about blacker neighborhoods?
Yeah,
the blackest.
The blackest of the black neighborhoods?
Yeah.
They're going into now?
Chirac.
Are they going to have the glass up in the Starbucks?
I would think so. I mean, you do have to worry about people's safety.
If you go to the blackest of the black, then you got to go with the bulletproof glass.
Maybe not at first, but until they need it. I mean, they got bulletproof glass in all the fast food places.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. You never been to a KFC with a bulletproof thing?
No, why would I?
Well, the chicken
Where
is
the best
terrific.
KFCs are. Yeah, dude.
I mean, if, chicken, you'll do anything for their fucking chicken.
They have bulletproof glass between you and the registers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
and
Shit,
the
register.
Or just at the drive-through window.
No, I've been to one.
You really don't know this, Jimmy?
No.
Yeah, they have a lot of bulletproof glass.
They have them definitely inside. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them where the drive-through is bulletproof and it's just like a sliding thing. But there's a bunch where inside, like it's from the counter, the top of the counter to the ceiling, is glass, and they slide stuff through it.
And they have to mush your food under that like a quarter-inch space. They have a fucking mop and they mush your food between the glass and counter. Eat this, you fucking gun-toting piece of shit.
There are design flaws in this concept.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't put a hole for the customers. Or they have the big glass, but there's like a 5-foot hole so you can hand the food through. And like they're just going to put the gun through it and shoot.
Oh no.
So that's what's going on with Howard Schultz and Starbucks.
He's just like his intentions are probably good.
But he's out of touch.
It's just like he's going to come from the guilty white guy place. And it's just like, oh, shut up, Howard.
He's never waited online for a cup of coffee. I blow off Starbucks all the time. I'm not waiting online for their mediocre coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. I don't put all the syrups and sugars and whipped cream on it.
Well, the only thing I like integrated is my coffee.
Oh,
what?
I understand what he's saying.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah, just the Google image bulletproof glass at fast food joints, and a lot come up.
Yeah, dude.
I absolutely have been to one of these places. I don't remember where anymore, but they're a little scary. You want to get the fuck out of there as soon as possible.
They're so good, though.
What, the chicken? Hell yeah.
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 All right. So, good luck to you, Starbucks.
Yes. I don't mind a coffee conversation because the only thing I like integrated is my coffee.
All right. We have another wrestler dying in the ring.
This is a weird one.
What is it, a Mexican wrestling league?
Yeah, it's. I think it was AAA down in Mexico. It's like a very, very big.
So Rey Mysterio is out of the WWE?
Yeah.
How long has he been out of there?
He's been trying to get out for a while.
Why would he try to get out? What are people doing when they get a good gig and then they try to get out of it?
Some people know that they can make money elsewhere and don't necessarily want to be under the umbrella.
Are you basically saying they don't want to deal with Vince McMahon's shit anymore?
That's not what I said.
Vince does the whole thing with like a retainer, so he pays you a lump sum for the year, and you got to wrestle like 350 nights a year or something like that. So you don't get paid by match.
Right. He kills his guys.
Wow.
He works them way too hard, man. We've heard it over and over again in here.
It's a tough schedule, but they make a good living, and
I know you want to. I know you want to work for the WWE. If Andy from Bravo doesn't come through for you,
see if Andy responds to the tweet. Nothing yet.
God. Nothing.
Nothing yet.
Is he at least following you?
No. He's not. He doesn't know who I am.
What is he going to do with a channel here?
I'll tell you what he's not going to do in the afternoons.
Same thing EW didn't.
Seriously, obviously not our audience, but what is he going to do with a channel here?
I think it's going to be a pop culture gossipy,
like
women and gay influence channel.
All right.
So why would you want to be on there?
Exactly. Just answers your question.
I can talk to those people.
Oh, easy.
Oh, what do you mean those people? Like they're
like women and gays.
What's wrong with those?
Yeah,
people?
Well,
I didn't say there's anything wrong.
No, but you said those.
Those.
Like
we all
they
know
were
what
beneath
those
you.
I didn't
means.
say it like that.
Yes, you did. You go, what's wrong with those? Those. People.
I didn't even say what's wrong, so I know I'm.
I can talk to those people. Like, I can lower myself to talk to that scum.
I can relate to them, even though they're women and gays.
Yeah, I can lower myself.
They have a different perspective than me, obviously.
Sure, they're looking right into the navel of a man.
You're basically saying they're easy to relate to because they're stupid.
No, I'm saying I can relate to them.
That's what those.
We have
means.
a lot of similar interests. That's all.
Of course we do.
Oh, do you?
That's right. I mean, you do.
Talk about sex box and the slap.
So what happened with this Rey Mysterio guy? He basically killed someone in the ring.
Yes, and then they wrestled for 11 more minutes around a dead body. We're talking about people being in the moment.
There's a lot of mystery.
Well, wouldn't they wonder why a guy was hanging by his neck on the rope for a fucking 2 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, that would be a question that came up, sure.
Fucking idiots.
Who was it? El Hijo?
It was El Hijo.
El Hijo.
It was Pero Aguayo Jr. El Hijo means the son of. El Hijo,
the son
yes.
of
So
Del.
it's the son of Pero. No, Del is of.
Del of the.
What?
I took 6 years of Spanish. Del is of the.
I mean, yeah, but not in, I mean, maybe literally, but not here, because you
that's
wouldn't
why
say
I
the
can't
son of the Pero Aguayo.
I know. That's why I can't speak the fucking language. I tried, though. 6 years. Holy fuck.
Context isn't taught.
No.
That's a problem in the teaching system, not you.
Well, and they taught us the wrong way. You got to learn the dirty Spanish.
Exactly.
That's what I learned over the years. They laughed at me. They said, oh, they taught you the stupid Spanish that no one speaks. The proper Spanish that most people blew off a long time ago.
Right.
Anyway, go ahead.
So Pero Aguayo Jr., he took a drop kick to the head. Pretty typical drop kick. And then he hit the rope.
Was it his head? I thought it hit his back.
It looked like it.
I think, no, he got hit in the head. Like, I think 1 foot hit him in the back, 1 foot hit him in the head, but not like it wasn't a bad drop kick.
Right.
And then he hit his head on the rope, they're saying.
Right.
And sometime between the drop kick and the hitting the rope, some hit knocked him out cold. And he did not wake up. They don't know if it was like a brain hemorrhage or what it was, but
I heard he broke his spine.
Yeah, spine.
First thing, I don't know.
Maybe up the neck.
I heard he broke his spine there,
Yeah,
Sam.
I talked to him after.
How old was the wrestler about?
I don't know what his age was.
In his 30s, I think.
He wasn't old.
35.
Okay.
I think he was 35.
Injured mid-match after a scripted stunt went horribly wrong, and the tag team match continued with his limp body hanging from the ring ropes. And there's video of this online, huh?
Yeah.
Let's watch it.
Wow.
That was a quick decision, Jim.
Well, yeah, I've seen it, but we should watch it. And I still couldn't find where he actually...
Yeah, that's why people are saying...
Maybe when he hit the rope
stuff.
by the neck and his arms just dangled limply. I figured that was all she wrote by that point, you know?
Right. Well, yeah, because they're setting up for the move, you know, but he's supposed to be hanging over the ropes. That's the setup.
Not by
for
his
the
neck.
move. Yeah, by his neck. That's the setup.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so that's why when he was swinging around, like he's supposed to have his head and arms perched over the rope by his neck. Like that's how you're supposed to land. And then he sets up, he swings around, kicks him in the face, and he springs off the ropes.
Oh, I
So
didn't
when
know.
he was like dangling there, at first he was doing what, like that's the position he's supposed to be in. But then they realized he was unconscious.
Oh,
which
that
is
makes sense.
Not the position.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So he is supposed to be dangling there.
Oh.
This guy, James in Dallas, hold on, because it'll be info that we could check out for ourselves when we watch the video. Go ahead, James in Dallas.
Okay, hey, so when you watch the video, I was reading an article and they said that he died from a skull fracture. I guess it was from maybe the drop kick.
Oh.
Because when you watch the video, if you look when he rolls out of the ring, the guy's bleeding from his eyeballs.
Holy
And they
shit.
said that's indicative of a skull fracture.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what people. I mean,
A lot of people saying head injuries, Sam.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I heard spine or something.
But you don't get knocked unconscious if you break your spine.
I think
Maybe
I heard.
if it's your back, you do.
I think I heard it from Jim Norton.
Yeah, but I read that. It was a spinal problem.
See it?
Maybe the spine where the spine joins the neck. Maybe that was where it happened.
Did you watch the whole match, Sam? Did it get hit earlier? Maybe.
I didn't watch the whole match.
You didn't.
Mm-mm. But
right.
I mean, he's moving around like.
Let's
great,
watch
like
it
he's
for
fine.
ourselves. James, thank you. In Dallas there. Go ahead.
So he's rolling.
Which guy?
So it's this guy in the black T-shirt. That's Rey Mysterio who just head scissored him.
Could
But
you
the
make
guy who
that
just-
bigger?
Which guy?
Yeah,
on the
sorry.
right or the left in this shot
The
here?
guy in the black T-shirt who just did a forward roll.
So he's doing good so far.
He's doing great.
Okay.
And that's Rey Mysterio who's doing a head scissor. There he goes. That's him. Rey Mysterio, head scissor. Knocks him through the ropes.
He's out of the ring. He's doing
Down,
great.
Back in real quick.
Do the commentary,
There it is.
Sam.
That's the drop kick. He hits the ropes. Now he's out. He's in the position he's supposed to be in. Because he's setting up for the 619. He walks around, 619, spins around, and that's when he's supposed to get launched off the rope. But they're
Oh, but his head
realizing that
wasn't
he's
up for the
unconscious.
kick.
Right.
His head was supposed to be up for a kick. The guy grabs the ring and ropes and swings through them.
Wow.
And his head is supposed to be up to take a kick.
Right. So Rey
Oh.
Mysterio is supposed to swing around. I mean, you know, he's supposed to put his head up and fall back. He's not actually supposed to get kicked in the head, but he's staying down. So Rey Mysterio swings around. And he's like, why would you not sell that? And then he realizes that there's something wrong.
Holy
Because at first it just looks like a no sell because you can't, he's in the right position.
Stop using wrestler terminology. We don't know what no sell is.
It's a not sell.
Oh.
Like if you,
CELL?
Are you?
No.
Like when the FBI's investigating, they find no cell? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know the shop talk.
No jail?
Are you a dick if you do a no cell?
Yeah.
And people get pissed off, like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you doing a no cell?
Yeah,
You didn't do a cell.
Why would you do a no cell if everything was going normally? Because you finally had it with the company or this asshole in the
Or
ring?
you make a mistake.
Generally, you've had it with the asshole in the ring.
Generally, right?
There's
so
a
you
classic-
decide, I'm going to go no cell.
There's a classic, it's a grainy videotape of this guy, Bruiser Brody, wrestling Lex Luger in a cage.
Yeah.
And they get in the cage, and Lex Luger starts hitting Bruiser Brody, and he starts no-selling. And he just stands there looking at him. And Lex keeps hitting him, and Bruiser's just looking at him. Like, what are you doing? And Lex, like, panics. And he just runs to the side of the cage, climbs over it, and runs back to the locker room. He's like, this motherfucker's going to kill me in here. He's not selling anything, and he's going to kill me.
That's awesome.
Was he going to kill him?
Yep.
Why?
Because he was. They obviously had some kind of problem.
Bruiser Brody's the one who got killed over in Mexico after a match by like some
promoter.
Like the promoter.
What happened?
He got stabbed.
He got stabbed by the promoter after a
And
match.
he bled out.
Why did he get stabbed?
And nobody ever got arrested for it or anything.
Nobody.
Wow.
Do they know why he got, like, was it over money? Obviously.
Probably something
over
over,
money.
some shady wrestling league that he was in. He was a huge star, too, in the WWF
What year did he die?
at the time.
Bruiser?
Like 90s, right?
No, I think it was the late 80s.
Okay.
I think
Really?
so. It was like right before, he would have been like a huge household name, but it was like right before that. But he was like, every territory used him. He was a giant star.
I remember him.
That's why your cat is named after him.
That's right.
People think he got the injury from hitting his head on the floor right before he got hit. Took a head injury. Now they're saying he died from a snapped vertebrae. So
it looks like Jim Norton might know a little more of the old wrestling 411 than Sammy R.
Yeah.
So the guy doesn't sell this fucking thing. So now they're like, holy shit, what's wrong with this guy?
Right.
Because we all agreed this is how it was going to go down. And
I think this is Ray's first match out of WWE, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's going to fuck up everything for him.
Kid me, who's not going to pay to see this guy? I'd love to watch a guy who just killed someone in the ring. How does he handle it?
And he's booked for an interview in San Jose this Thursday.
Why should nobody ask? I don't want to talk about that.
Address it.
All right, let's keep playing this. So now what do they do?
So now Ray's like, why would
Which one's Ray?
Ray's the guy in the 619 pants.
Yes, the one who's not dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, who's the other guy then with the skulls?
Spider-Man outfit, no?
He used to be known as Suicide. I forget what his name is.
Whoa!
I know, it's pretty crazy.
Fuck yeah.
He's got a new name now?
They stopped calling him Suicide.
Yeah, it's called Reason to Live, is the new guy.
They didn't want to call him Suicide on TV.
But he's right next to the wrestler trying to figure out what the fuck's wrong with this guy.
Right.
And he's noticing he's unconscious at this point.
Is that a no-sell, too? What the other guy, Suicide's doing?
No,
being next to the guy?
I mean, I don't know who was on whose team because I didn't see the beginning of the match, but I assumed at first that Suicide was like holding him at the rope as part of the thing. Like maybe he was Ray's partner. I don't know.
All right, let's see.
But I do know that while Perro Aguayo Jr. is there not breathing, he's also not selling.
All right, let's play this.
Okay, so the Rays just walked away. The guy's still slumped over. Now the guy with the mask
realizes something's
wrong. The guy is now hanging off the bottom rope. Is that Ray trying to help him?
Yeah, Ray's like...
He calls the ref over.
And they're looking at him. And they realize he's probably dead, so they figure, let's finish the match. And the other guy gets back in the ring.
They don't realize he's probably
The guy's laying on his face, and now they're like, all right, let's wrestle while they help revive him.
Well, they got to finish.
No, they don't.
They probably didn't think he was dead.
They're wrestling over the man's body.
They probably thought he was out cold.
He's doing the spin around move again.
That's the 619 he was going for.
Wow, there's blood coming from his eyes. You're right. That caller was right.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, from his actual eyes, it looks like.
And they're shaking him. Get up. It's always good for a broken neck to be shaken roughly. And they finished the match quickly, I guess. They wrapped it up as they realized that the fourth guy's dead.
You're looking at a dead guy
That's
right
good.
there.
The guy's shaking his head roughly.
And you see the blood coming out of his eyeball. That's...
This guy couldn't make a broken neck worse.
No kidding.
You literally couldn't do worse things for a broken neck than this.
Yeah, you're really not supposed to
guy
be
who looks
shaking
like Bob
the person.
Kelly.
Wow.
That's Conan.
He's shaking the guy, trying to wake him up.
Yeah, hey, man, wake up.
You don't get anything from him.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Checking for a pulse as he's on a stretcher.
Right. Is this a little later on, or
No, this is
right away?
He is the most non-medical people. If I didn't see a blue glove in there, I think he's being attacked. That is not really good-looking medical personnel. What do they put in his mouth? A tube?
He looks like he's biting down on that. Is he still alive at this point?
I don't know.
It looks like he's still alive at this juncture.
Two wrestlers are just talking.
Rey Mysterio is worried.
Yeah. This Azteca thing in the middle is really distracting and annoying.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, you can see the blood there. Oh.
Well, maybe it's just a cut on his nose.
Rey Mysterio's like, holy fuck, is he going to be all right? Is he going to be all right?
Because when he fell out of the ring, but then he got back in the ring and stood up, and he was quick, and he took the drop kick and went into the rope. So
now they got him. They're wheeling him out of the arena.
Can you go back to when he falls out of the ring? I just want to see if he falls on his back or his head.
Wow.
Knocks him
takes the head
out of the
scissor.
ring.
Out of the ring.
Nope, right
And
after
he's
his
right back
legs.
in.
He's right back in.
Jumps back up, stands up, turns
little
around,
slide, boom, drop
takes
kick.
a kick. His neck probably just broke.
Yeah.
But there was nothing that happened there.
His neck might have broke on the kick and then the rope, but he's just dead.
I know, but the kick didn't look that bad.
I broke a guy's neck like that once.
Oh, I see. It was supposed to see the guy next to him. It was supposed to be a double 619. They were supposed to both get kicked. So you're right, Jim. They both no-sold.
No sell.
Yeah, they should be fired for that.
Maybe he had an injury already that no one knew about, or maybe he didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way,
Because it didn't look like a bad hit.
The guy's name is Manic now.
Can you work in some more shop talk?
You like it?
Yeah, no, we love that when, no one
Jim
knows what the hell you're
understands it.
talking
You
about.
understand it, right?
No, you love that, when you're at a restaurant, you ask for something. No, we 86 that last week. What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is.
To 86 something?
All right. Mike in Jersey again here. Let's go to Mikey. Mike.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I was, when I saw this video, I kind of got the feeling that the head scissors before he fell out of the ring is really what might have snapped his neck.
Then why would he have jumped back in? It's hard to jump back in with a snapped neck.
He did. He was. When you watch him jump back in the ring, he was actually pretty slow getting to his feet.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of times, Jim, wrestlers are kind of on automatic, and when they have all that adrenaline, even if you have a really major injury like that, if your limbs still move, they might not really realize how hurt they really are.
Stone Cold won the Intercontinental title with a broken neck.
Did he really?
So maybe the guy's neck was busted, but he was going to be all right. And then the manager was shaking his body and moving his head around, trying to get him to respond.
Yeah, I think by the time he was shaking him, he was out.
Yeah, right. That kick did it.
But maybe that was the final thing as far as causing his death. Maybe he would have been all right at that point. I don't know.
Didn't look like it.
Yeah. I don't think he was in perfect position to take that drop kick either. And I think his neck snapped against the ropes harder than it really should have too.
All right.
Yeah, I had that happen once, but
You took a drop kick into a ropes?
I did it.
Oh, you did the drop kick.
What happened?
Ropes came undone.
What?
Guy fell.
Out of the ring?
It's a ladder match.
You did a drop kick on a ladder?
Off the ladder right onto the fucking rope. Guy kicked in. The
Holy
ropes
shit.
fell. Yep.
It's fucking crazy.
It was crazy. Fucking crazy.
I wish I'd seen that.
Yep.
Man, where'd you do it?
The garden.
What?
Yep. Yeah, I was known as the milk curdler. That was my move.
The milk curdler.
That was the milk.
Yeah, he's going to get his milk curdled.
Was it part of WrestleMania back in the day, or
No. I would have my own events. WrestleMania was too small.
At the garden, you'd have your own events.
The milk curdler.
Bob Levy was a wrestler for a little while. The Heartbreaker, Bob. I forget what his name was.
Was that what he?
Yeah, there's probably some video online.
Did he actually wrestle?
Yeah.
Please look that up. I remember when Bobby was really into wrestling.
Like he took it seriously?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He used to have action figures in his tub. We went over there one time at his house, and he had wrestling action figures because he would take baths all the time.
And why
they were
would he,
sitting on the ledge.
Why would he have action figures on the side of the bathtub?
He'd sit in the tub and play with the action figures.
No, that's impossible.
No, I'm telling. Yeah.
You probably think of moves to do.
You mean Heartbreaker Bobby Slayer?
Yeah, Heartbreaker Bobby Slayer.
He died in Puerto Rico, not Mexico. This guy, the wrestler. I guess.
Oh, I thought it was Mexico.
That's because you're racist.
Being corrected on that one. So
is there a video? Let's look up video, Sam.
I did. I didn't see any right away. So
it's just some stills of Bob Levy as a wrestler.
Heartbreaker, Bobby Slayer.
He would probably be good. I bet you he was good on the mic.
He'd probably be a good manager.
Just a good manager.
I don't know if he has the build to be a superstar.
You don't think so?
No, I don't know for sure.
Hey, speaking of wrestling, could you explain finally the Hulk Hogan banner? I didn't forget.
That one was a rough one.
I didn't
for me.
forget. There was some event at Madison Square Garden. What
it was
was
Hulk Hogan Appreciation Night.
For what? And it was on Raw or something? It was on TV?
No, it was a WWE house show.
It was just a house show.
Which means a non-televised event, Jim.
Yes.
Oh, see, here we go.
I know a house.
Yeah.
You should know a house show.
Yeah.
What happened to your wrestling knowledge?
When I realized
got molested
it was
out of it.
After
yeah, when I
You think
realized it
Jim's
was
wrestling
fake and I
knowledge
got
was-
molested at 14, I was done with it
That was
pretty
it.
much.
You were
way
Except
too
for
old.
I came back in for Piper's Pit for a little while, and then I was out.
All right.
You were way too old to be taking kisses.
You think so?
Oh, fucking 14. You're 3 years away from driving.
Yeah. But
Yes, they did a non-televised event, and it was Hulk Hogan Appreciation Night,
Yeah.
and they lit up the outside of the garden red and yellow,
Right.
and they had red and yellow ropes on the ring.
Okay.
Whoop.
And they had Hogan come out. They did a show, and then they had Hogan come out, and he had all his like legend friends with him. Ric Flair was there, and Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were there, and
Milk
Jimmy Hart
Curdler.
was there, and
It was a big deal.
it was a big, big deal.
Okay.
And the reason why I thought it was such a big deal
Right.
was because they had an amazing presentation where they raised a banner.
At Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
They only do that for legends.
Well, they only do it for
When
like
they
the
retire
Rangers when they
numbers.
win a Stanley Cup or if you retire a jersey.
Yes.
So
So this is a very big deal that he's hanging from the rafters with the rest of the legends.
E-Rock,
Yeah.
were you there?
No, I was not.
Why wouldn't you be there?
I think it was Friday night and I was on the air.
Oh,
So
all right, because you're a Hulkamaniac.
I would have loved to have gone.
did they
You would've
play his
gone?
song?
Oh yeah.
You would have went to E-Rock?
I would have, yeah.
And there's
you like
the banner.
I'm a Real American song?
I don't think I've ever heard anything stink more.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
When people hear this, they know he's coming out.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
go fucking crazy. Yes. You should have seen. I was going nuts when this music started playing.
So you were there that night?
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
would-
yeah.
You had to go.
There's no video anywhere?
Yeah, there's video.
Here's the video of it.
I had to be there for Hulk Hogan Appreciation Night. There was one guy who was dressed up as Hulk Hogan. He was like an older gentleman, but he was dressed up as Hulk Hogan, and he was sitting in front of me, but he didn't have the Hulk Hogan spirit. There were a lot of kids in the audience because wrestling's kind of for kids, and but he kept yelling at the bad guys, "Hey, go get AIDS!
I respect that.
You should die!" And, like,
I respect that.
just a drunk Hulk Hogan.
Was there any hot chicks in the audience?
Trying to bag.
Probably not, right?
It wasn't a huge amount that I saw.
Surprised.
So let's get to this. So they retire his.
Well, they raised a banner like they would if he retired a jersey. It said it was red and yellow,
Right.
like the colors of Hulkamania.
Right.
And it said Immortal Hulk Hogan, over 30 years of Hulkamania.
Beautiful.
And like Madison Square Garden, a lot of people feel is the building that Hulk Hogan built. You know what I mean? WrestleMania
Madison Square
1.
Garden was there way
What?
before Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
That's
That's
you
the
can't
second
even,
Madison Square Garden, even.
Yeah.
It used to be somewhere else in the
Yeah,
city.
but
But
not
the
true.
second one is his.
Oh.
Bruno Sammartino had bigger matches than Hulk Hogan there.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
WrestleMania 1. Hogan.
No one cared
Sammartino
about.
would sell out the Garden once a month when he had the belt back in the 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, but Hogan did it on pay-per-view.
Doesn't matter.
And WrestleMania 1 means nothing because no one knew it was going to be anything yet.
But
Yeah.
it was something.
It turned
It
out
was
to be
huge.
something.
WrestleMania
They lucked
1 was
out.
giant.
They lucked out.
So why was this rough for you? They douchey?
Well, no, because they raised the banner.
What happens is a great story, actually.
There's the banner
The
being
only reason
raised.
we're bringing it
Empty
up.
seats? The whole
Well, just the upper. They
I've
didn't-
been to these ceremonies over the years when they retire a number. It's pretty amazing for
It's-
everybody involved.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
lot of empty seats.
And then the banner stays there pretty much forever.
Yeah. And see, they're raising it,
Yeah.
and you can see the crowd's going nuts because they know this is a big, big deal.
lot of empty seats.
There's not a lot of empty seats. They're not selling those seats. And they put it right next to the Knicks. See that? It goes Knicks, Hulk Hogan, Liberty. Listen to that music.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
See, a lot of... It was like a sellout. It was amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't a sellout. There's a lot of empty seats.
There were a lot
They
of
could
empty
have sold
seats up
those
top.
seats. Believe me, if there was a demand for them, they would have sold those seats. People weren't outside the Garden or 2 weeks before going, why don't you...
They closed
can you
off the
open
seats
They didn't
because
close
they're
them off.
obstructed views.
No, they didn't. There's no
empty
view.
seats.
What a fucking banner going up. You can see that from any part of the venue.
A lot of empty seats.
Lot of empty seats.
It's okay that he didn't sell out the Garden. It's okay.
Sure, I couldn't either.
They're about to do 70,000, 80,000.
You know what? Those seats were a no-sell.
They were.
There you go.
That's not how we use that term.
Yes, I use it like that. They were no-sell, those seats.
So I'm going like, this is like a legitimate thing. Now you go to Madison Square Garden and you're going to see, as important as the Knicks are and the Rangers, Hulk Hogan is right there just as important. As of the next day, it came out that the entire ceremony was a complete work. The banner stayed up until the end of the night, and once everybody went home, they took the banner. It was WWE's banner. It was not Madison Square Garden's
As soon as
banner.
the fans were gone, they took that shit down.
The
and said,
fans
"Take
left
your
and the
stupid
banner came
and
down and
scram."
If you go to Madison Square Garden today, you will not see that banner.
As you shouldn't.
It was a complete lie.
It was a total fabrication.
That's great. Now, were you emotional a little with the banner getting raised, being there?
I mean, it was a moment.
When the music came on, you got psyched?
Oh, I got super psyched.
Oh, did you make the face?
Yeah.
Oh, what a jizz bag.
Everybody was doing those moves.
Just pointing, cup in the ear, flexing, trying to say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and believe in yourself.
Ugh, I do none of those things.
Well, you're not a Hulkamaniac.
No, I'm not.
Your pythons aren't even close to 24 inches.
No, they're not.
It was a farce in the end.
But then it turned out to be just a complete fabrication.
I love it.
Eat your vegetables, brother.
There is no.
Shut up.
There is no banner.
Shut up.
WWE just made the banner.
Trying to get kids to eat a little better.
That's fine.
Shut up.
Yeah. We make muscles, brother.
Shut up.
Shrek.
Might as well have been a Britney Spears banner or something. They would have just taken it down anyway.
Of course.
I bet you MSG was just annoyed by
They're like,
their
why
dumb
are they pretending
idea.
that this is
Right.
real?
They probably, charged them a lot to do that.
It's a half-empty house. What are they
Wasn't
doing?
half
They're not
empty,
even
even close.
taping it. Why would they videotape? It's not a big event.
Yeah, why wouldn't they tape that one?
I mean, they taped it.
I want to see
But
the
they didn't
moment
put it
when
on
the music
TV.
first starts when it comes out. I want to see if people. I bet you no one even claps for it.
You want to see how?
It's a bad song. I just want to hear the big, like when they know, ooh, the Hulkamaniac's coming out.
Or that specific
That
night?
one.
Let's see if I can find it.
Why couldn't it be?
Does he have the best entrance music of all time, Sam
terrible.
Roberts?
It's terrible entrance.
Who's got the number one?
You could argue.
Probably I would go The Undertaker, right?
Undertaker's is probably the best. Hogan's is amazing.
It's not good.
Shawn Michaels is amazing. Stone Cold's is amazing.
Stone Cold was great too.
I mean,
there's Stone Cold.
When that glass shatters, you know somebody's about to get that ass whooped.
What is this?
Stone Cold's
That's
entrance
Stone Cold.
music.
This is what we played right before you stopped the mud hole in somebody.
God, wrestlers pick some bad fucking music, man.
Someone came out to Motorhead. Motorhead.
Triple H.
Probably Triple H
for a
Okay,
while,
yeah.
right?
He had two different Motorhead songs.
Yeah. All right, we should take a break. Unless we're going to play the Hulk thing.
Oh, this is NWO's entrance. That was pretty fucking cool.
All right, we don't care.
It wasn't cool.
You ready?
Yeah. This from the other night?
It's from that night. Listen to that crowd.
Oh, it's so awful. Oh, he's got his hands on his hips.
He can't believe it. After all these years, Hulkamania is still running wild, brother.
What's he pointing at?
Pointing at.
He wants them to yell louder. Why can't I turn you off over here?
Because
You're
Hulkamania.
just so fucking sexy.
The pot doesn't work anymore. Look, I don't even have the volume on.
Wow, that's a problem.
Will you turn it off over there?
No.
I don't want to hear this.
This is the most uneventful entrance I've ever seen in my life.
I would turn it down, but I can't.
I
The
get more
pot
psyched
broke.
watching Squiggy walk through the door on the Vernon Shirley than this.
Hello. Nothing works.
Nope. half-empty house.
That's right.
Wig. He's wearing a hat. No fucking.
There he is.
It's just bad.
The Hulkster.
Yeah, plenty of room for him to walk in. There's no one there.
It's an entranceway.
Nobody's even high-fiving him as he's walking through the crowd.
Big screen, which takes up where seats should be.
He's immensely popular.
All right.
Oh, the whole board doesn't work anymore.
Is that true?
I can't turn anything off.
God, Sam,
where's Mars? Is he doing? Can you turn off your computer? I don't want to hear this anymore. I can't control anything. Look, nothing turns off.
Oh, we're fucked.
Sam, do you have to stay on the air?
Sam, do you have this song in your iTunes?
Yeah.
You do.
Hold on, Opie, you can't turn anything off?
No, come on. We're fucked.
Was this your entrance music for your wedding when you and Jess came out?
You don't want to know it.
But did you want this? Like, would you? If Jess would have said yes.
I chose a different song.
Mars,
but you would have taken this.
No, you'd be equally disgusted by the song I chose.
What was it?
It was John Cena's music. This was my music when we walked into a reception.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, hit a home run or something. Hey, Rod, hit a home run or something. Hey, Rod, hit the ball
Jim,
out
you
of the
took
park
over
or
my
something.
computer
Do it for the
position.
chipper.
Jim has taken over.
Hey, Rod, hit one for the chipper.
What, you can't turn it off?
We can't turn anything off. I can't turn mics off, phones off. Oh, I got your back.
Hit a home run or
Lady
something.
Di, call in now.
Hey, Rod, hit a home run or something. Hey, Rod, hit the ball out of the park or something. Do it for
Jim
the
has
chipper.
commandeered my
Hey,
position
Rod,
at the
hit a home
computer.
run or something. Hey, Rod, hit a home run or something. Hey, Rod, hit the ball out of the park or something.
why don't you
Do
turn
it
this
for the
off? This is
chipper.
redundant.
I
Hey,
can't do
Rod, hit
anything.
a home run or something. Hey, Rod, hit a home run or
No.
something.
I'm so happy right
Hey,
now.
Rod, hit the ball
When
out
Jimmy
of the park or
decides
something.
he's had
Do it for
enough,
the
he will turn
chipper.
this off.
Hit a home
There's
run or
nothing you can
something.
do.
There's absolutely nothing.
Hey, Rod, hit a home run or something.
Mars, what's the problem?
Hey, Rod, hit the ball out of the park or something. Do it for the chipper. Hey, Rod, hit a home run or something.
Computer's frozen. We got to
Hey,
reboot it.
Rod, hit a home run or something.
It sounds like the computer's frozen. The same thing over and over again.
For the chipper. Hey, Rod, hit a home run or something.
We can't turn the thing
Hey,
off.
Rod, hit a home run or something.
The sound.
Just turn the sound off.
Hey, Rod,
We
hit
can't.
the ball out of the park or something. Do it for the chipper.
All right. Mars?
Hey, Rod, hit a home run or something.
Huh?
Hey, Rod, hit a home run or something.
I still can't turn Jimmy off,
Hey,
though.
Rod, hit the ball
Let me
out
know
of
when
the
I can
park
turn
or
Jimmy
something.
off,
Do it
okay?
for the
We're
chipper.
rebooting what?
Hey,
What are
Rod,
we
hit a
rebooting?
home run or something.
Huh?
Hey, Rod, hit a
Jim,
home
we
run or
can't
something.
turn the sound off on the board.
Hey, Rod, hit
This
the
is
ball
better
out of
than
the park
Hulk
or
Hogan's
something. Do
entrance
it for the
song.
chipper.
You like this better than Real American?
Hey,
Not even
Rod, hit a
close.
home run or something.
Look, I can't even turn the
Hey,
volume
Rod,
down.
hit a
I
home
can't do
run or
Why
nothing.
would you want to?
Hey, Rod,
We're
hit the ball out
rebooting.
of the park or something. Do it for the chipper.
If you just tuned in,
Hey,
we
Rod, hit a
don't
home
have
run or-
control of the board anymore. Jim
Hey,
Norton.
Rod, hit a home run or something.
Now what happened?
Okay.
Reboot it.
Huh?
Come on, Mars is broken.
What happened now?
Mars, the computer's broken.
We rebooted what?
The board.
So we're good now?
Let's see if this works.
Hit a home run or something.
All right, but let's see. I can turn it off now. All right.
For the chipper. Hey, Rod, hit one.
Was that an easy fix, Mars?
Today was, yes.
Ah, Mars, why'd you do that? You ruined the fun for everyone.
Yeah, we were having a good time there.
You think that's going to be stuck in anyone's head?
It might be.
Did you hear him say today it was?
Yeah, what does that mean?
That means that Mars is not confident that the fixes will cease.
Will stick. All right, we're going to take a break. We got Jim Florentine in studio. What should we do after the break, Sam?
Make love.
Make
Yeah,
love? We can do that. I want to talk
for
about the chick on the plane masturbating.
Yeah, fucking girl probably saw me.
You were masturbating on a plane.
No,
No,
he
it's
means
just my awful joke that she looked at me and had to.
Oh,
play with her
masturbating.
cunt.
Gotcha. Florentine, what do you got going on?
What do I got going on? I got a new podcast up today, Comedy Metal Midgets, and then I got this web series I'm doing on the couch at Jim Florentine. You can find it on YouTube.
What
I play
is
a
it?
therapist, and
What happened to the waiter thing?
I'm doing that too.
I can't keep up with you.
I got a bunch of shit.
And what about the little vlogs you do?
Yeah, I'm doing all
About
that.
baseball mitts at ballparks.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I got a YouTube channel. Look it up.
Okay, it's a very good YouTube channel.
And then, yeah, Funny Bone in Syracuse this weekend.
Okay.
Put you in the camel clutch. Put you in the camel clutch. Put you in the camel clutch. I fuck your ass and make you humble.
Fuck your ass, make you humble.
Put you in the camel clutch.
The camel clutch.
Put you in the camel clutch.
The camel clutch.
Put you in the camel clutch.
The camel clutch.
I fuck your ass and make you humble.
Fuck your ass, make you humble.
Another jabroni thinks he won.
Buck Hogan, I'm the real champion.
No respect for Bill, what he'll do. Turn around and
replace you.
Chic tap proof, he's better than that.
How many gold medals you jabroni have?
Fight the Chic, you won't last.
Break your back and fuck your ass.
Man or woman, he won't stop demanding.
My tenant's cock. Put you in the camel clutch.
The camel clutch.
Put you in the camel clutch.
The camel clutch.
Put you in the camel clutch.
The camel clutch.
I fuck your ass and make you humble.
Fuck your ass, make you humble.
George Clinton don't got the funk. Chic says
He was lucky, punk.
never heard of the guy he insulted there.
That jabroni Brian Blair.
See a pretty boy, fight or
I
not.
fuck his ass with 10 inch my cock.
Bragging men will always crumble.
Fuck your ass and make you humble.
Eat that pussy like it's lunch.
Put him in the camel clutch. Put you in the camel clutch. Put you in the camel clutch. Put you in the camel clutch. I fuck your ass and make you humble.
Fuck your ass, make you humble.
Put you in the camel clutch.
The camel clutch.
Put you in the camel clutch.
The camel clutch.
Put you in the camel clutch.
The camel clutch.
I fuck your ass and make you humble.
Fuck your ass, make you humble.
And now, Opie is here for back. Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Here's Triple H's music. Good pickup, B-Rock. Got Jim Florentine in studio today. We got a female passenger on a British Airways flight arrested after performing sex act on herself. She's got to be ugly if they arrested her, right?
Is there a picture?
Not really. Look how small this story is. Shouldn't this be like a 10-page story?
This should be front news in the Times.
It's like 4 lines. A female air passenger was arrested after joining the Mile High Club on her own. The 46-year-old was flying to London from Kingston, Jamaica when she stripped off and started performing a solo sex act. The woman was thought to be drunk and was arrested when the plane landed in the UK. That's it. That's all we got. Do we have a picture of this broad, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, we do?
I don't know. I'm checking right now.
There's no other details on this. Who's telling?
Everybody's a baby now.
If you got a woman sitting close to you and she's doing something under her little blanket, are you going to be the guy that raises your hand and says, do something about this? I would be tormented if my kid was sitting next to me. I'd be like, fuck, maybe I could distract my kid, have him look out the window.
Absolutely.
And still take peeks to my left.
Oh, the Meg
Right?
Ryan scene. Remember that? I'll have what she's having.
You didn't like that?
That was all right for the time.
It was a big moment in
It's
film.
a very famous scene, so,
Very big moment in film. There's no picture of her, so she's got to be brutal looking.
Yeah, what a pig.
She's got to be brutal.
Never
I don't
know.
think they're mentioning her name either.
They want to try to keep it hot. That's why there's no picture. Because it's a hot story, let's be honest. It's titillating.
I
There's
had a
no other
friend-
reason why this is in the paper.
Yeah. I had a friend meet sitting next to some chick, and they're having drinks, and they wound up banging in the bathroom. We met her on a plane.
Really?
This just happened probably 6 years ago.
Where was
Gary?
No. He's
Oh, here's the picture of her.
Yeah, I found a picture
oh, no.
It's the fatty from TLC.
I'd still watch that.
from 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, watch her fucking herself with a hoagie.
Would you watch a big fat broad masturbate?
Yeah.
Let's say you could see
I like that. I like watching
Yeah, I would watch too.
chicks masturbate.
No, not a fat one. Unless I could pipe in animal noises and make her do it like under pig sounds.
That seems cruel.
That seems cruel.
Yeah, it does.
I guess I didn't. I was looking at the humorous angle, but I suppose that would be an act of cruelty.
Well, now we're in trouble because now we're basically saying fat girls can't be sexy. All right, let's
Who
go.
said that?
I'm not a
Can we
big
go
fan.
ugly? Can we at least say ugly?
They can be.
I was at the 40/40 Club over the weekend with Troy, and we were watching some large black women dancing, and it was sexy.
What's that, guys who have taken 40 in the mouth and in the ass?
It's such a stretch.
You went to the 40/40 Club.
Yeah, it's just a spot where we chill sometimes.
That place was hot 10 years ago.
I know.
What is it?
All right,
It's
at
Jay-Z's
least,
club.
at least you're acknowledging that. When the 40/40 Club hit New York, it was a big fucking deal. People are still going there.
Yeah, but it's not like a super like young hip. It's more just like a chill.
Was he there?
No, Jay-Z was not.
Jay-Z hasn't been there in, I would guess, 5 years.
They're maintaining it very well.
Right.
The upkeep is good.
Good for him.
But no, Jay-Z and Beyonce were not there.
Why not?
They probably just had prior engagement.
Why can't we find a picture of this broad?
We're not putting her out.
This is
You never fooled around with a girl on a plane?
No. To be honest with you, no. There's too much involved with it. You've wanted to go into the bathroom or something, but then it's like everyone's waiting for the bathroom. Everyone knows exactly what you're doing when two people get up and head toward the bathroom. How do you make that move?
I did it in an ex-girlfriend in a bathroom on a flight.
But do you take a red eye? It makes it a little easier.
No,
Everyone's
it was a
sleeping?
regular. I think it was in the middle of the day, but she went into the bathroom first, and I looked back to see which one she went into.
Right,
like the one on the left, and then I waited a couple minutes. She had a little mini skirt on.
You actually, so you had sex in the bath?
Yeah, and then I went in right in there. She left the door open.
The girl I knew. Did I look?
No.
Oh.
No. This is year before I even started doing comedy.
Oh, okay.
And then she had the door open, so I just walked right in there like the bathroom was open.
And was she ready to go? Because,
she was ready to go.
Because you know, like you don't have a lot of time.
She was ready to go. She just bent over.
And doesn't it kind of just suck because there's no room in there?
Smells like a fucking bathroom.
You just want to do it just to do it.
Right.
But I still came in like 45 seconds because it was such a turn on.
And then who left the bathroom first?
I left the bathroom first.
See, that's the first person out is the good spot.
Well, no, because as soon as I walked out, there was a woman waiting, and she saw my girlfriend in there, like with her back turned, and I'm like, I freaked out. I'm like, you know what? I go, she's getting sick. You might want to use the other one. And I went back to my seat, and now I'm like, I'm going to get fucking busted. This woman's going to tell.
But what could she tell? You could just tell anyone that's exactly what happened.
She was getting sick, so
she was getting sick, and I went in there to help her out.
Well, yeah, I was still nervous. I'm like, holy shit, I'm dead.
Unless you...
And then she didn't come back. My girlfriend didn't come back for like 5 minutes. She's like, I wanted to wait in there to kill some time or whatever. So I'm just sitting there like, holy shit, someone's going to tap me on the shoulder, and I'm fucked. And then she came back. She goes, everything's fine. Nobody said anything.
They can't prove it. Who was it that got in trouble? The actor Ralph Fiennes. He didn't get in trouble. Ralph Fiennes was on a flight on an overnight flight, and I guess he's a fucking very famous actor. So him and the flight attendant were talking in the little thing, and then he took the flight attendant into the bathroom, and some fucking cockblocker snitched. Ugh. Some fucking asshole. And they were in the bathroom together, and she said something like, I was helping you with a contact lens. Can you find that story? I mean,
Wow, I gotta see that.
Yeah, that was a big story, and I think the girl got fired, and Ralph Fiennes wouldn't have anything to do with her. Maybe he's got a girlfriend or something. He was like, what the fuck?
Right. While you find that, let me go to Troy in South Carolina. Troy.
Good morning, gentlemen. Yeah, my wife was a Delta flight attendant for 16 years. She did transatlantic, and several times, one in particular coming from London to New York, they had a young woman sitting at the bulkhead at the beginning of, I guess, business class. Halfway into the flight, my wife goes down the aisle. This chick's got her feet on the little bulkhead wall, panties, dress on the ground, and she's just going at it. So they go over, they ask her to stop, they put a blanket over her, and she said, okay, I'm sorry. And nobody said crap. The guys sitting around her weren't complaining, but...
Why would the guys sitting around her complain ever?
Exactly. My point. And,
okay. All right, sorry.
Yeah. Ultimately,
got a little angry there. I apologize. I'm just sticking up for my fellow men.
Well,
we love seeing shit like that.
I would enjoy that.
Us old married guys have to get it where we can, right? So the flight attendant in charge, which is an old bat, she comes by. They finally end up restraining this chick because she won't stop messing with herself right there in the plane. She's just, rubbing the man in the boat the whole time.
Rubbing the what?
What's that?
What did you say? No, I didn't. We didn't hear you.
Oh, wait, I don't want to play this game. I've been listening. I don't want to play this game.
I hate. No, he said rubbing the man in the boat.
Yeah, you know. I think it's supposed to be in a canoe.
Well,
Isn't it a canoe? Rubbing the man in the canoe. Isn't that what we've been hearing for our whole
No,
lives?
it should be rubbing the monster in the stinky cave.
That kind of stuff happens all the time. She had red eyes. Y'all mentioned red eyes. She talked about that.
I would assume red-eye flights are where most action gets done, yes.
But they don't go to the bathroom. She had it was a 7-6, I think, that has the 3 seats in the middle. Couple met each other, started talking. Businessman in the middle. Businessman moves to the right. Couple starts talking. My wife goes by. They turned out the lights. It's the middle of the night. The dude's got the blanket on his lap, and the chick's underneath just bobbing his knob. And my wife looked at the businessman and said, "Would you want another drink?" She said, "Just keep them coming." So, you know, people just screw on play. She saw it all the time.
I've never done. I'm afraid my dick wouldn't work. I have enough trouble having functional sex in a bed.
But why are you always worried about your dick not working in some of these
On
situations?
a plane? That'd be scary.
It'd
be exciting.
Yeah, there's an excitement to it that gets the penis going. No,
If it wasn't my girl, if it was someone else's chick and he was passed out and she wanted to suck my Peter in the bathroom, that would be hot.
All right, so
but
it
not a
would work there.
girlfriend. You don't think you could do it with a girlfriend?
No, I'd rather just fucking eat her ass in a bed.
So we're learning today that Jim Norton cannot have sex in a box in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
And we're learning that he wouldn't be able to get anything done on a plane.
I was in a
Under
room when he
blanket.
banged a chick. He had no problem.
I was just eating her pussy. I was wearing all black. You were banging away. I was fucking wearing all black. I had to take her into her room. I was so embarrassed.
Why were you embarrassed?
I couldn't get a rod because Florentine was working it like a porn star. His hot chick.
And that wasn't a turn on for you?
No, my friend is going like. "Arr, arr."
But I think a couple having sex in front of you is a turn on no matter
Strangers would be. My friends never.
Yeah, but
'Cause
your chick
pornography-
was hot too.
Yeah, she was. I ate her box well, but she couldn't come.
what. Then you didn't need
How
it
come you
well.
didn't bang her?
I don't know. Probably couldn't. Maybe I was going to back in the room. I don't know if she wanted to. She's just like me eating her. You know what?
But
I do.
But she didn't come, so you didn't do it well.
I did, but she would get close and then push me off.
Oh.
She was one of those ones with molesting memories.
Have you had a few of those in your life?
Every one.
I just answered this question. Andrew, sorry.
No, Opie, I know you answered it, but it was actually directed a little bit more towards Florentine because I didn't get his take on it.
Well,
I got a son around, I know Opie's kid.
Your son.
Tim, I don't know how old your kid is, but
4.5.
if you wanna, 4.5, all right, so same age. So if you're sitting on a flight with your young son and this woman sitting next to you starts doing that and your kid looks up and says, "Daddy, what's she doing? What's she doing? What are you going to say?"
All right.
Keep watching, son.
Is that your real answer? At 4.5? I would try to explain it in a way where it's no big deal. Because I want to, I mean, that's where you're tormented as a parent because I want to still check this out. So I would try to like multitask, try to get the kid busy so I could still look.
So, like, take your kid, move him to the window seat, you sit
Give
in
him
the
a
middle
fucking coloring book.
Yeah, I tell him, shh, don't fucking say anything because then she's going to stop.
Here's my phone. Watch Peppa Pig.
Yeah,
Daddy's busy.
Yeah, look the other way.
Daddy's
Watch
busy
Peppa
watching
Pig.
a pig.
Go to passengershaming.com. Someone sent me a tweet. I don't think it's really her.
Okay.
But they put people's faces and stuff on passengershaming.com.
Look, Andrew, I mean, even, we're parents, but, we also want to check out this shit. I'm not going to be the guy going, "Oh, my God, my kid's way too close to this. I got to make sure this stops immediately." I'm going to try to figure out how to keep my kid busy.
But if you got a 4-year-old and someone's jerking off next to your 4-year-old,
Well,
that's
not
fucked
next
up.
to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's talking within the area. I mean,
hold on a second. If it's a dude who's jerking off, the whole thing changes, right, guys?
Wow. There's some, it's hotter. There's some piggish people on passenger shaming. This is awesome.
oh, this is a great website. Thank you, Andrew.
Well, Opie, I wanted to tell Florentine one thing.
Yes.
I just want to let you know, every single time I'm with my son now, and like he wants me to put on a hat that matches him, that's like, "Oh, Daddy, come wear the Rangers hat with me," or "Here, Dad, have some ketchup with your French fries." I'm like, I don't know. I hear Jim Florentine's, voice in the background saying, "No, don't."
Let your kid have ketchup.
No, he can
Fuck
absolutely. My
Florentine.
kid has ketchup. Absolutely.
All
No,
right.
but if it's a bonding moment with your kid, you do it.
Right.
Or you just want ketchup.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, like if my kid said like, "Dad, let's split some ice cream or something like that," I'm not going to go, "Fuck that, I don't like ice cream or cake or something." So
Right.
When I'm out with Sam and Sam wants to get ice cream or get dessert, then I'm going to have a problem with it.
I hear ya.
I wouldn't get you ice cream.
No, kids are off limits. There's no. You could do anything. with
Hey,
your
watch
kid.
it.
All right, Andrew.
It shouldn't be.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you. I got another question for you. I didn't get to the guy's phone call last week because we were really busy. But so we were talking about students having sex with teachers, right?
Yeah.
And how that was our fantasy growing up. Every one of us wanted to have sex with our teachers, right?
Right.
Especially the men. I don't know where the women fall on this because they refuse to call us on this subject. Then someone wanted to ask if my kid came home and said that he had sex with a teacher, how would I handle that?
How old is your kid, though?
Let's say 16.
Male teacher.
No.
Then would you freak out and call the administrators?
Huh?
Would you freak out and call... Like, if it turned out that he was gay and he had sex with a male teacher, would you freak out and call the administrators? Or if it was consensual, would you go like, ugh?
Well, the answer would be no matter if he was gay or not, I would be really bothered by that, which goes against everything I was saying last week. But you play the part of a parent and also what you think personally when you were growing up. If your kid came home and said they had sex with a teacher, how would you handle that? Like, that was our fantasy. So in your head, you're like, fuck, that was my fantasy and he got to do it. But as a parent, I would have to fucking be bothered by that, no?
Yeah, I mean, well, if he's 16, 17...
Yes.
I could, if he's 14, yeah, you have to have a problem with it. At 16, 17, the chick's like 26.
But it's in a school and all that.
Yeah, well.
Highly illegal. How do you handle that?
Well, he doesn't get in trouble. It's always the teacher.
Right. But would you, I don't know. So you would just let it go?
I would let it go. At 16, 17, I'd let it go.
Just completely let it go and say, look.
I'd be asking a million questions.
Really?
What was your favorite position? When I went to the PTA meeting, I pictured her on all fours. Did you get her on all fours?
Yeah, it's fair. At that age, it's different than, 9-year-old. Someone's fucking 16. It's okay.
Yeah. But it's happening in a school.
So what would you do if your son was 17 and he was banging a 25-year-old teacher?
I don't know. I'd be tormented by that. I'd be a little confused knowing that that's something I would have fucking liked to do at the time. But then, like, I'm his father.
Would you report the teacher? Say he comes to you and says, Dad.
Man. I guess I would have to know the circumstances. I don't know. My answer right now is I don't know. Is that bad?
If you're
No, you
17,
don't
you
know.
can't rat on him if he's 17.
What if the teacher's ugly?
What if the teacher's really cool? You get along with her?
Yeah, then I wouldn't rat her out, probably.
What if she was 70? If she was 70 and she lost a leg to diabetes.
I would have to rat her out.
Yeah. No, but they said that he was more the aggressor. And that he was fucking her
I'd
really
rat her out,
rough.
hoping that he got over his little fucking...
his old lady fetish.
Yes, his fetish. Let's go to Jessica in New Orleans. Jessica.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, when are you Mardi Gras?
Shut up. So fucking done. I'm so done.
Why are you done
Anyway,
with
what-
Mardi Gras? It's awesome. Collecting
Is
those
it?
beads, showing those titties,
I don't know if you know that.
drinking a few
That's not
hurricanes.
That's not a 365 thing here, just so you know.
Yeah, it is. You walk
it's
Bourbon
1 week.
Street.
It's 1 week. Come to Bourbon Street in the middle of November.
I've been there.
There'll be like 6 people on it.
I was Mardi Gras.
Yep.
It's not a thing.
Anyway, well, I was calling in because I guess, I don't know, maybe in the South we have like a more relaxed attitude
Yeah,
about
maybe.
like relationships. Maybe. But when I was in high school, I mean, it was not uncommon for us. When I was in high school, the drinking age was still 18. And you would go to bars and your teachers would be there and you'd drink and hang out. And, it was just very relaxed and not this like strict relationship. And one of the girls I graduated from high school with married one of our teachers, probably her sophomore year of college. And I went to an all-girls Catholic school, so it was very strange to me now as an adult looking at it because our nuns hired a lot of really hot male teachers. So I'm not sure what that was about. But, yeah, I mean, I would have, off the top of my head, I could give you 3 that I definitely, if they would have wanted to, it would have went down.
So you would have had sex with a teacher. Did you know any of your friends that had sex with a teacher?
Well, that's what I'm saying. My friend that married the teacher, I'm like 99% sure they were totally doing it during school.
Wow, they
Like,
must have. Okay.
There's no doubt in my mind. I'm not saying have it on campus. I'm just saying that it definitely happened on a weekend or whatever. I mean, for our prom, we went out in limos and got dropped off at bars, and the teachers were there like, how was the prom? So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I guess maybe we have like a more relaxed attitude towards that. I'm not saying it's
No, the times have just changed because I remember the same type of shit. Our teachers at Harborfields High School would absolutely hang out with us in a social environment here and there.
I'm not condoning it because there was like a
No one was freaked out by it either. You didn't even think twice about it.
I never hung out with a teacher
But
ever.
I don't think I don't think they allow that at all now. I think you can even get in trouble
female
for that.
teacher used to take us to wrestling matches,
I
Sam.
agree, because I think
Yeah?
it's like a predatory relationship. But there was a case not long ago, not far from here, in a place called Destrehan, where these two female teachers had like a threesome with
Yep.
a 16-year-old, and he was stupid enough not to keep his mouth shut and told everyone. So they're in big trouble. I'm not sure how I would feel about it. I am a parent. I have 4 kids. So it's like, I don't know that I would not like lose my mind. But looking back as a teenager myself, it just seemed like, he's 24 years old. He's hot. I'm 17. There's nothing wrong with that. The fact
Can you comprehend, though? Can you comprehend fucking 2 teachers? Like the threesome with 2 hot teachers?
That'd be unbelievable.
Oh my God, that would fucking blow up your head. And the kid got that done. I know the story you're talking about. He was the one that was able to figure out how to get a threesome with 2 hot teachers.
Exactly.
How the fuck do you do that at that age?
That's good game.
That is an amazing
Professional.
game.
kind of in desperate
He should go right up to the majors, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you skip college
He doesn't
after
need
that.
college ball.
Yeah, he's one of those that went right from high school to the majors. Didn't even play in college or AAA.
Not fooling around with AA ball.
But I just wanted to let you guys know you're not alone. Women fantasize. They say they don't. They're fucking lying.
Yeah, well-
I've been in the doctor's office, and I'm like, oh, my God, I hope that my dermatologist touched my boob. So it's not like I'm unhappy. I'm very happy with my husband. I'm very sexually satisfied. But to say that the thrill of fantasizing about a teacher or a doctor or a coworker is not there for women, if they say it's not, they're lying.
Let me ask you something. When a doctor takes a couple fingers and shoves it up your puss, are you ever turned on by that?
My doctor's female.
How about when your dentist does it?
She's not my type. My dentist is smoking hot. Talk about scary. Every time I
You
go
wake
there,
up and everything's askew.
Yeah. There's a wedding ring in your box.
Is he going to ask me about my kids? Is that going to change the mood in the room? But yeah,
Rum?
The rum?
Like I said, well, the mood in the room, like.
What are you drinking or something?
Okay, do you not flirt with your doctor when your wife?
Did she say what I said? The mood in the rum?
Well, did your wife go to your doctor's appointments with you?
Did you say in the room?
Yeah, in the room, like in the exam room.
Do you get off when the doctor puts some fingers in your puss?
No, that's too clinical.
How is it clinical? The male doctor's not thinking it's clinical.
Well, I've never had a male GYN.
Those guys are great at the poker face because, of course, they're getting turned on by that. Don't fucking tell me otherwise.
Imagine how horrible that job is. Do you think that like beautiful twats are walking in every day? Do you know why you go to the GYN? Because that shit's sick.
Wait.
Do you know my friend is a GYN, and she said all day long it's like shit dripping out, green, like nasty.
Jessica, you're dealing with
fucking heaven.
You're dealing with professionals here. Let me explain this because we've had this conversation so many times on our show. It is worth putting fingers in the grandmas and everything else, knowing that Susie's appointment is Wednesday.
Every 8th one, you're gonna get a nice box. It's worth to go through the seven horrible ones.
Exactly. You hit 300 in the major leagues. You're striking out. You're getting out a lot, but guess what? You're still a superstar.
I'd like to do that for a living, just to put my fingers in a really old lady and maintain eye contact with her. Oh my god!
Oh my god! This woman won't stop fucking talking. Shut up!
Oh my god, miss.
Okay, sorry.
You're not the only one in the rum.
Okay, sorry. I'm used to talking over a gaggle of children, so.
Yeah, so am I. Ow, ow, shut up.
Someone else in the rum wants to say something. You were saying, Jimmy.
No, that's all right.
It's too late. I know it's too late. I already know it's too late. Timing's everything with this.
It's never too late.
Anyway, society has decided that if it's a girl banging their male teacher, that's way worse than a male student banging a female teacher. Society has decided that, not us.
Yeah.
So
we're all in agreement.
All right.
Anyway, so thank you for taking my call, guys, and I hope y'all have a great day.
What are you doing for Mardi Gras?
Oh, I don't know. I have a whole year to plan for
We
it.
need Mardi Gras again.
What, Mardi Gras ended already?
Yes.
We missed Mardi Gras, Sam? What the fuck's wrong with you?
February. It's
Oh.
in February. It's
used
the
to-
beginning of Lent, not the end of Lent.
We used to go down there, too. We used to have a good time at Mardi Gras.
I know. Well, it's terrible. We get no. I think that there was a comedy club that was opening. And
Chuck.
Something wrong with the board again?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Hey, man, she needs to go to her throat doctor and let him stick something in her mouth so she'll shut the fuck up.
Well, Chuck, that wasn't nice.
Well, I mean, hell, goddamn, everybody's trying to talk. She's going 90 miles an hour. Here's a scenario. Your 17-year-old son comes home and lets you know he's been fucking the hottest teacher and the best-looking woman you've ever seen. But she gave him the crabs, and he's got them in your house. Then what do you do?
The crabs.
I don't know. I probably watched Three's Company because that's the hottest show in 1978.
Yeah, what are you talking? Nobody's got the crabs anymore.
We got rid of the crab thing?
Yeah.
Bullsugar.
Can you still get crabs?
I don't think so.
Hell yeah! Goddamn, if they fucking sluts out there and nasty
shaves their
fucking
pubes?
people. That's right. Well, you still can get crabs. You can get crabs off a fucking toilet seat.
No, you got to keep everything trimmed down there. I'm not saying go bald like some people in the room.
Well,
but,
let me tell you something. There's a lot of lazy whores out there that don't save their time.
Why, you've had the crabs before, Chuck?
I got them let me tell you what happened. When I was a kid, I got the crabs, and I was about 18, and I asked this guy to go with me to the drugstore because I was embarrassed to get the shit. And we walked back there in the back of the drugstore to the pharmacist, and I said, man, where's it at? And he walked up and said, hey, this guy here wants something for the crabs. God damn it, embarrassed the fuck out of me.
I don't know. I don't know what you said.
You don't know what I said.
He's embarrassed that he had crabs.
Oh.
You wouldn't be embarrassed if you had crabs, Sam?
I would be. No, I was reiterating to Opie what you had said.
I would love to see Sam
not
get
been
them
paying attention.
in that disastrous hair. Have to shave it.
Oh, Sam would have a hell of a time with that shit he's got going on.
You had pubic bugs in your hair. I've had them 3 times, crabs.
You've had the crabs?
3 times.
I don't think I've ever had crabs.
I got them once. I never got them again.
Are they a nightmare? Do they itch? Do they bite? What happens?
You brought him into your mom's house, Jim?
You could see him moving around.
Oh, they're awful.
I had
man.
fleas.
Fleas?
Yeah, I was infested with fleas on my body.
You got that from vagina?
Well, it was from a pussy. Yeah, my cat.
You fucked that cat?
I wasn't even going for a joke.
I know.
Jesus.
Just in case you thought of it.
Wasn't even trying for a joke. Yeah, it was my cat Velcro gave me the fucking fleas.
Y'all were talking the other day why so many girls don't come forward about banging their teachers.
Right.
I don't think girls brag to their damn friends about fucking their damn male teachers as much as guys would.
They keep that shit to themselves, you think?
I would think it would be a whole lot less than guys brag.
Yeah, guys got to brag.
And
oh,
girls-
yeah, because girls, they're not allowed to have sex like guys have sex for some reason in this society.
Girls also
So-
talk. Guys will keep it to themselves.
But the girls, if they talk, then they're looked at like they're whores. If guys talk, it's high-fiving and let me smell your finger. Right?
Yeah, it's like a double standard. I guess girls don't want to keep it to themselves, and then guys, they'll tell any fucking body.
Could you guys tell me about this crab thing for real? So what, do they itch? They bite? Do they leave marks?
Oh, they're awful. They don't. I don't know that they leave marks, but they itch so bad you can't hardly fucking stand it. I think that shit was called quail lotion or quail shampoo or something.
Yeah, I used to see that in the frat
Rid.
house.
Rid was what I used.
Rid
yeah,
and quail.
and you
I
could see the
remember
crabs
quail.
moving. A roommate of mine had them, and then you got to be careful because they jump on the towels or the sheets or anything else. So if you
You
use a
wash
towel
everything
in
with
the bath-
hot water.
yeah,
Wow. So how do you get rid of them? Do you
they're
bomb?
by the shampoo and stuff.
Shampoo, you
What
comb
about the
your
ones?
pubes.
What about the ones that jumped off? Do you have to bomb your residence?
I don't think I did. You wash your sheets.
Did you tell your parents, because you were living with them, that you had crabs?
I probably did.
Did you tell them that you got it from Grandma's mattress? She
yes.
left them behind
In her wig.
after she died.
Yeah, I would straddle her wig and fuck it.
Oh my god.
I got him twice in a week from the same girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
God
Black
damn,
girl.
why would you go back?
Because a pussy felt so good. I wanted to fuck this girl so bad, and then I got to fuck her. And
I'd fuck a goat before I'd fuck a girl I knew had the crap.
I didn't know if she had him. I thought she did. And the second time, I just went home and saw one right on the end. I'm like, yep.
Wait, how long between in the same week?
Like a week later, so she had him for a while.
So you got rid of it the first time, but you went right back to the person you thought might
I
have
wanted to
him.
fuck her very bad.
And you didn't say anything like, hey,
I did call her eventually. I'm like, I think you got crabs.
You really should send her a message. That's how good your pussy was. I went back a second time knowing I would get crabs.
Didn't smell great.
When you said, I think you might have crabs, did she ask you, how do you know? And then you said, because I fucked you. And she said, yeah, but you fucked me twice.
No, but she might have said, yeah. And I don't remember. She didn't resist it, though.
Wait, I heard something in there. It didn't smell good?
No.
No?
No.
Did you eat a box?
No.
Oh, God. Help
No.
Jesus.
We were sitting on my steps talking one time, and I could smell it from 3 feet away. I'm not exaggerating.
Really?
I'll never forget that. Yeah.
Through her pants.
Through her
and everything.
jeans. Yeah.
Through her jeans.
Could have smelled it through fucking prison glass. It was awful.
Oh, my God.
Awful pussy.
That's the true definition of good pussy. If you'll fuck it, you know she's got the
No,
crap.
man.
I was just hard up back
That'll
then.
bring fucking tears to your eyes.
I
You
was
get
just hard
so
up.
bummed out. Whew.
Hey, listen, I need
Rough.
some advice from Jimmy and Florentine. If I go up there to see Vic and that Ron White,
Yes.
should I get the regular ticket or should I get that meet and greet shit?
How much is the meet and greet shit?
70. I mean, it ain't the money, but I don't. want
What? I thought Vic Henley was just going to hook you up.
Oh, I don't want to damn beg, man. I'd like to see Ron White, but I don't want to go up there and beg to get in.
No,
$70 isn't bad.
You've given us some good radio, and Vic Henley's a friend of ours. Maybe we could hook something up. You shouldn't have to spend $70.
Well, it's just 30 to get in regular. Hell, it ain't the fucking
Go
money.
regular.
I
We'll
look like
go regular, and we'll figure out the rest for you. Go regular.
well, he told me just to wait till the show's over and ask for him, so
All right.
I'll just do that.
Senator Ted Cruz doesn't have a shot at being president. What is he doing? All right. I don't think he has a shot. He's going to kick
Who?
off his run. Senator Ted Cruz is announcing he's going for the White House.
Oh, fuck. He ain't going to get in there. Is he black?
It's Ted Cruz. You don't know what he looks like.
Let me tell you what, if this damn country puts a Mexican in there after that motherfucker we got now, we are fucked.
Well, I think that who's going to win this thing? Probably Hillary. Hillary's,
I don't know.
She's winning in all the polls, but it's
Hillary.
way too early.
You really think they'll put another Bush in there? I don't.
Well, Jeb Bush or Hillary Clinton, those are the two right now.
I don't want a Bush or a Clinton. I'm sick of those dumb names.
I think as a country, we could do better than that, no?
I like the guy from New Jersey, man, but he kind of fucked himself. I
Governor
heard of Obama
Christie.
and all that shit. You got to have somebody that ain't afraid to say fuck you to somebody. He ain't going to get in there, and that Walker fucker.
Wait, hold on. You had a problem when Governor Christie and Obama teamed up?
No.
That was pretty brave, I thought.
I do too, with him out there with what was that? That was when the hurricane hit and all that. I thought that was a good move, but man, he's not going. There's some people, if you stand by Obama, they don't want you, and then he's kind of outspoken. And another thing, I don't think any Republican is going to beat a Democrat right now unless they get dirty with them. Democrats will get dirty and bring up everything in your fucking past and trash you like hell. Republicans, to me, don't seem to do that. They want to play nice and not get real dirty.
Yeah, I don't know what the Republicans are going to do. They need a strong candidate to pop up.
Hillary, goddamn, she's got as many things in her closet as anybody else. She got them 2 or 3 fucking phones and won't give up her records, and then they're going to have Bill.
She doesn't-
Is that what his title would be? First husband?
She doesn't have a... Yeah, well, that's why I want her to win. Just to see
Well,
Bill
I tell
Clinton
you-
again every day. How great would that be?
I ain't no Democrat, but goddamn, the economy was a whole lot fucking better when he was in there than what we've had.
Well, I think the
Look, I don't care if
economy
he
is
gets
turning around a little bit, isn't it?
It ain't on my fucking end.
Depending on who you talk to.
Well,
All right, Chuck.
I don't care if he got his dick sucked in the Oval Office or not. He probably ain't the first one. He probably won't be the last.
Oh, yeah. No, some of these presidents have gotten some things done in that White House. You got to think.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Especially
Goddamn, I
before
would.
social media.
Wouldn't you? If you had to look at that fucking Hillary with them fucking what do you call it when their calves run into their feet and their
Cankles.
The cankles.
God damn, she's got some big old fucking ankles. They say if you Google way back when she got out of college, she was kind of good looking.
What do you mean they say? Do you Google ever? I've seen the pictures. She wasn't bad.
I Googled that Betty
She was
White.
definitely doable back then.
Yeah.
Betty White was never doable. I've seen the nudes. She always had problems with her body.
Well, she looks better than she does now.
Well, no shit. Betty White was never sexy. Have you seen the Betty White
No,
nudes
I
from the
haven't seen 'em.
'50s? Could you pop those up real fast for Jim Florentine?
See if Florentine would fuck her back in.
I would.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would too. But I'm just saying they talk about how sexy she was. She was
Wow.
Well,
She was kind of sexy.
She's still doing nudes at her age. Wow,
sucking
off
sucking
black
big
guys
dicks and stuff. Yeah.
I didn't know that was going on. I guess
Told you.
I guess you don't care when you hit your 90s.
Yep. Seen that.
All right, boys,
look at
I'm
her
going to
face.
tell fucking Roland I hope a Tar Heels tear fucking Wisconsin up.
Yeah, I don't know what Roland's doing. He doesn't even know anyone on the team, but he loves wearing the T-shirt today. So
He'll wear a fucking freebie, won't he?
I don't think anyone beats Kentucky, by the way.
Nah.
What's wrong with her
Uh,
boobs, man? Yeah, that ass is nice.
Not bad rump.
Is that really her? That's not her. The one all the way on the right. That's not.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That's not her.
Oh wow, cool.
That's her.
That's Photoshop. All right, Chuck. So you want North Carolina all the way, right?
Well, I hope so, but I don't think they can beat Wisconsin. Have you ever seen that big white guy from Wisconsin play?
I was watching him last night because
God damn, he's pretty fucking good, man. He didn't have a real good game last night, but he led his team in scoring, rebounding, assists, and something else.
yeah,
Goddamn.
he's a good player. I was watching Joseph Young last night. For some reason, I really got into Joseph Young in Oregon, but it was obvious they were outmatched last night, even though they hung in there for a while. But whatever, this is babble. No one gives a fuck about brackets and the March Madness.
That's
not true. Hell.
People kind of care until they realize their brackets are shitty, and then they stop watching.
Yeah, people are gonna be bracketing for another little couple weeks.
All right, Chuck.
Were y'all serious this morning when you said what's his name hadn't missed a game in his bracket?
Yeah, Colin Quinn is undefeated.
Undefeated. So
God damn, he's got a horseshoe hanging out his fucking ass.
They're starting to write articles about it because not many other people are undefeated at this point. Colin Quinn, our good friend, is undefeated. Go to his Twitter. You'll see it for yourself.
He just fucking closed his eyes and picked. God damn.
No, he kind of knows this thing. He knows
He
it.
must.
Mhm.
All right, man. Y'all
All
be
right.
good.
All right, get the regular ticket. We'll figure out the rest for you when you go see Ron White at the Garden.
Dad, I ain't no bum. I'll go watch him. If I meet him, I do. If I don't, I ain't worth that.
We just sold some tickets for the Garden, so the least they can do is make sure you get backstage. We'll figure it out. Go with $30.
All right, man. Y'all have a good day.
All right. Colin Quinn has had some great tweets lately. Just watched myself crush it. Your words, not mine, on Girls HBO. Now back to see if I could keep my brackets alive. So far, no losses. There you go.
That's sick.
He tweeted that 13 hours ago.
I gotta watch Girls.
We have a guy that was banging his Spanish and French teacher in the 10th grade. I would say this story's bullshit.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
Cock McGillicuddy, you're on the line.
We'll play it out. Mark, go ahead.
Hey, Elf, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, just to let you know, I'm driving through your college town right now.
Geneseo.
Geneseo, it's 14 degrees and sunny.
Nice.
Now, I graduated in 1979.
From what? Geneseo?
No. High school.
Oh, okay.
Okay? 10th grade, I was banging the Spanish teacher Tuesdays and Thursdays, the French teacher Wednesdays and Fridays, at their lunch hour, at their house.
What can we ask this guy?
How did you get out of school to go to their house during lunch?
I lived in a country setting. I live in a city. And if you went to lunch, you could walk anywhere. You could walk to a store. You could walk to your house, wherever.
How did they get out of school to go for their lunch?
They would just go to their house for lunch. They all lived in the same area of the school.
Who was better, the French teacher or the Spanish teacher?
Definitely the French teacher.
Of course.
Did they know that you were banging both of them?
No, they did not.
They never found out.
What's that?
They never found out?
And they never found out. And I only told two people, two of my best friends.
Well, you've told now How many?
20.
listeners? Yeah, about 20.
Oh, that's good.
All right, and you never got caught, huh?
Never got caught. No.
All right. We believe you.
Yeah.
That's the
Good
way.
time.
All right, thank you, sir. Mark in New York.
right.
Say hi to Bash for us, Basher. Gil in Brooklyn, go ahead.
Hey there, huge fan. Opie, Jim Norton, Jim Florentine, awesome. It's a question for Norton. I'm 20, was a virgin for a while. My friends bought me 2 ladies of the night, I guess, for my birthday. And I used a condom, but I'm still, like, freaking out. Like, is there any chance anything I wasn't even erect in them. I was, like, soft inside of them. But I inserted for maybe, like, 20 seconds each of them. But I'm just, like, freaking out that something could have, like, happened, you know?
I think you're okay.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Are you relieved?
Well, I'm gonna get checked out anyway, but I just wanna, I don't know, you know, it'd be like really shitty if like the first time, I guess, something horrible happened and I didn't even get to like ejaculate.
Why were you soft inside of him?
Yeah, what happened?
I was like nervous the whole time. I was like freaking out because the whole time I'm thinking like I don't want to catch anything, and it wasn't my idea, and so like you know, it just. I don't know. I was like nervous the whole time. I couldn't really focus on getting. And plus, they weren't even that amazing looking. It was that $150 for one and $100 for the other one. Is that like cheap for that? Is that like normal price?
I would say they're not high class girls.
Oh, jeez.
All right, let's talk to Gil for a little while.
How come you didn't wear a condom?
I did wear a condom. I wore a condom.
And you're still worried about catching something?
Yeah, I don't know how this works. I'm a complete not like very. I don't know anything about. I had no idea what. I had no idea what sex at all. Really, like 0% of an idea. I just kind of put it on me. The one of them gave me a. She gave me a blowy like without like a bareback for a second, like without a condom. Like you know, she only like kind of licked the tip of it. You know.
How was the blowy?
It was horrible. It was like really. It was really warm, and it didn't feel good at all. It was gross.
Yeah, I hate a warm blowy.
Why wouldn't you like a warm blowy?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I expected to feel more. Maybe I was too nervous, but it just felt like it didn't feel like anything. Really, the whole thing, I didn't feel anything the whole entire time at all.
Have you had a tough time with girls over the years?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Zero. No.
No girls. Why? What do you think the problem is that you're not getting girls?
I've always been very kind of introverted, 1, and 2. I mean, I had a girlfriend in senior year, but I don't know. I was always like, I'm a kind of a hypochondriac, so I was always like worried about catching something like forever. So I didn't want the risk. I felt like the pleasure probably would be worth like an STD. You know, it can't be that good that it's worth like getting, you know, like herpes or something or AIDS. You know.
Wow.
You're a fun guy, Gil.
What do you mean by introverted?
Oh yeah, you should read a lot. I go to a lot of comedy shows. I've seen Jim Norton like at least 10 times now. My dad's a huge fan as well. But yeah, you know, I just a lot of comedy, lots of reading, lots of movies, stuff like that. You know.
Have you talked to your dad about this?
Oh, he's dead now, so I can't.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear, man.
No, it's
All right, and where did you guys find the girls?
Backpage.com.
That's reputable, isn't it, Jimmy?
Great place to meet a young lady, future wife. Yeah.
And where'd you go?
Yeah, it was Bay Ridge. It was like an in-call, their place.
Very risky.
Is that risky, Jimmy?
It's risky? What, going to their place?
Yeah. I don't
Why?
do that. I just don't like doing that.
There could be a setup or something?
Could be, sure. You never know.
Were you worried that it was a setup?
Yeah, that's another thing. But I mean, my friend, he's done this a lot. So as long as you don't like mention price in the text or anything like that, he used the term like roses. I think it was like, oh, you know, 150 roses, something like that. As long as you don't mention what you want done or a price, he said they can't really nail you on it, I guess.
I don't think roses works.
Why?
I got to hold up in court.
What's the roses
Your Honor,
thing?
she said she wanted 150 roses. That's still an exchange.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's all bullshit,
What
too?
could it mean? No, it's just a bunch of dopes, who, like the escorts, thinking that they're outsmarting the police. 200 roses. The cops are going, oh, nothing to see here. Flower exchange.
All right, and so then take us through it. You go into the apartment and walk us through what happened.
So a woman walks in. I look pretty young for my age, and she says, how old are you? And I say, well, I turned 20 today. And she goes, oh, well, show me ID. I left my wallet and stuff with my buddy downstairs in case like something happened, he said. So I ran back down there to get my ID and stuff. I went back up, and I gave the ID. She looked at it for a bit. She said, get on the bed. She said, take off your clothes. I don't want to take it off my shirt because I have like a kind of a weird stomach. It's like, it's not fat, but it's like skinny, but like a little muffin top piece. I said, can I leave my shirt on? She goes, yeah, cool, just take the pants off. And I did, and she starts like sucking the tip a bit, like, you know, without a condom. Then she put the condom on and starts kind of whacking it. And her friend comes in and she says, "Okay, let's give me the money now." And I give $150, and she goes $100 for me. Then I give them both, and they are both whacking. Nothing's happening at all. And it gets like semi-erect a little bit. So one gets backwards on top, but nothing's happening. So then they try doggy. Nothing. It's like just softer. So they goes, "You know what? We'll just jack it until you." And she goes, "When you come, the hour is finished." And I never did, and I just stopped midway. I'm like, "Yeah, you know, it's not going to work." I said, "I appreciate the effort, but it's not going to, thanks, but it's not going to, I don't think it's going to happen." And they go, "Yeah, maybe next time." And that was that. And I went downstairs, and that was the end of it.
Were you bummed out?
No, the whole time I was thinking, like, please don't let me get, like, caught anything. That's all I was thinking about the whole entire time. So I didn't care that I didn't come. I just didn't want to, like.
You realized at that point it was just a bad idea.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're gay.
No, I'm not.
I was just thinking that.
Did you put it in both of them at least?
Yeah, I tried with both. Yeah.
Were they hot? Gil? Were they hot?
The one was pretty decent. I'd say a solid 8. The other one was much older. And if an older gal, I'd say maybe like a 6, maybe 5, 6 in that range. I guess.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I misunderstood you.
What do you mean much older? How old was she, you think?
Like, she had to be hidden maybe under 50, maybe like 45-ish, 46, something like that.
Wow. All right. You're all right. Jimmy thinks you're all right.
You're fine.
He's not even thinking twice about it. You have nothing to worry about.
Fine.
Oh.
I'd be worried.
Don't do this to this kid. This poor kid.
Get checked.
It sounds like you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. From a blowy?
Thanks for taking the call, and you guys are awesome. You guys are all really good stuff.
All right. Thank you, Gil. Good luck to you. Let us know when it happens for you, the regular way.
All right.
Any prospects?
Yeah, not really, no. 0.
What do you do for a living?
It's kind of, I don't want to say because it's going to ruin everything, so I'm just going to...
Well, your voice isn't recognizable, so you're all right. You'll be good. All right. What field do you work in?
Stand-up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks.
All right. There's Gil.
Lost him?
Oh, boy.
Poor guy. He's fucking scared shitless.
Yeah. There's a nice warm mouth on his dick for a blowy.
He didn't like the warmness of it.
No.
Maybe he likes him like dead or something. Nice and cold. I don't know.
Pry that dead mouth open and fuck it.
Wow, what the fuck?
I'm so tired.
Advice coming in for he should go to one of those rub and tug places.
Yeah, just get your prick jerked.
Just get it jerked off somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been wonderful. Florentine, thank you. You coming back this week?
Maybe.
We'll figure out another day, maybe.
Yeah, we're going to work it out.
Okay, good. What do we got going on?
What do we got going on? This weekend, Funny Bone, Syracuse, New York, and then I got a gig in Ashland, PA, Mineshaft Cafe, Saturday, April 4th.
Is it March Madness in Syracuse this weekend, too?
Is it?
I think they're moving games on to Syracuse, right?
I don't know. Syracuse, I don't think he's in the tournament.
No, but I think they're doing games up there.
Oh.
I think.
I don't know. All Syracuse people are pissed.
Why?
Because we're not in the tournament.
Well, because you guys suck.
I don't think it was a skill.
And your coach sucks. He's a cheater.
Well, because he does everything that every team has ever done.
He's got a lot of violations and problems.
Yeah, just in Syracuse, the athletes aren't tested as well as they should be in class.
Right, that's right.
The only Syracuse is the only school where academics are an issue with the athletes.
That's right. He's letting his players get away with murder. Not the other universities. They make sure they work hard in the classroom.
He lets them get away with murder
court.
because they kill it on the court.
They didn't even make the tournament. That means they're not even...
They're not even bracketing.
Oh. Well, that's
cheater,
a problem.
cheater, pumpkin eater. That's what I would say.
That's not the phrase.
That'd be a great chant to
It's
start.
Peter, pumpkin.
Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater.
So they might be up there this weekend, which would be exciting. The town would be hot. No. Nothing. You just want to do your comedy, get the fuck out.
Yeah, you don't want a bunch of drunks coming into the show. They'll be drinking all day watching the games and decide to go to a comedy show.
That could be fun. More asses in the seats.
Drunk asses, though.
Yeah,
that's
you
the
don't want
problem.
that. Yeah.
No, you'd be all right because the school's not in the tournament, so it's like they're not going to
No,
sit at
but
home and watch.
I think they're
team
doing
not
games
play.
up there this weekend.
Yeah, but they'll still go see the comedy show.
I'm going to look this fucking thing up. What's the other plug there, Florentine?
Wednesday night, this Wednesday night, Parks Casino in Benson, PA.
Okay. Jimmy's got a few things.
Just Denver in 2 weeks. If you want to come see me at the Comedy Works, I'm working on my new hour. So come down and witness it. It's a lot of fun.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to this gig, actually.
Sam, all you had to do was Google. It says NCAA East Regional, NC State, Michigan State, Oklahoma, and Louisville headed to the Carrier Dome.
I didn't argue that. I said the school's not in the tournament. I was talking about the team, the Orange.
So they're moving the games up there.
Yeah, I believed you.
All right.
You don't think so?
No, he didn't believe me. He didn't believe me.
No, it wasn't my point. It was the school.
I honestly did not know that Syracuse was... They weren't even eligible this year. I had no idea.
Right, yeah, that was the story.
But they still played or something, right?
Yeah, but they can't. They couldn't play in the.
What are some of the violations this time for this guy?
Well, this is all punishment for all the violations.
What about the
throughout.
kid touching incidents with the other coaches and stuff up there? That kind of went away.
Turned out to be not a thing.
It wasn't a thing.
Who
It's
knew?
legal.
All right.
But this is more academics, gifting, things like that really happen in every school. But they built a case around Syracuse and Jim Boeheim letting it happen.
There's a couple bad schools like Syracuse, tops.
What are you talking about?
Just a couple. That decide to ignore.
How come
the
everyone
rules.
hasn't got caught if it happens in every school?
That's the question. You think that every school, all these college athletes are going to all their classes
Yeah.
and finding their tutors
Yep.
and
they
doing
need a
well.
tutor.
And hey, if you're not passing, you're not playing.
Yep.
Okay, well then
Any
I'm
other
gonna have to
questions?
disagree with you guys because that's not my gut instinct on this thing.
Syracuse, I think, like maybe two other schools. They just decided,
Which
fuck
two?
the rules. I don't know offhand, to be honest with you.
Villanova, more like Villanova fun.
Nope, Villanova got knocked out. That was an upset.
Yeah, it was.
I picked that one, actually.
Congratulations.
That was one I picked.
All right. We're going to go home. Thank you, Jim Florentine.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Today's show